Welcome to the Bastard Sermon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Luke Young.
This is Cody Hucker, one of your three hosts.
Patrick Seta. And tonight...
Goddamn, Patrick.
I got it. And tonight we have on Jake Antony. Is that how you say it right?
Oh, yeah, that's
cool.
how you say
I
it.
want to make sure.
Yep.
From the Earth Laid Bear. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Thanks for the applause. Wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting
Okay,
that.
before we actually get into anything real, I have a very
yeah.
important question for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
What is... Now, you can only pick one. And I'm
Okay.
sure after you hear the question, it'll be
God.
like, I've got so many choices. How could I just pick one? What's your favorite kind of incest porn? Now, I know that they're all good, but I mean, is it like Uncle Grandpa or like stepdad dad, or is it like
Probably
Like-
son, mom.
son mom? Hey, there we go.
Son, mom.
I think that's a little less wrong than all the other ones, but I mean, I don't know why.
How do you
Sorry,
think
this
a
is-
proper son-mom setup would be?
Oh, shit.
If you were going to have sex with your mom, tell us about that experience.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's never gone through my mind, so I mean...
Until now,
I mean,
on the Bastard Sermon.
if I was really drunk, bro, I mean,
Mom's hot. Mom's hot, dude.
Exactly. No, I mean, maybe somebody else's mom,
Okay, if you're going to have sex with Pat's mom,
I mean,
just set it up for
So,
me.
I
yeah.
don't know.
how-
Pat would have to hook me up. I mean, I don't know.
So
Pat,
would you
throw
be
this
like
man a
sitting in
number.
your room and
Love a guy.
reading your comic book and your race car bed, and
Exactly.
then mom comes in and say, "Hey, honey, I know you're about to go to school. I want to make sure you feel nice and good before you go to school, okay?"
Nah,
This went from
then-
incest porn to pedophilia.
it would.
That's what he's trying to do. That's son
Yeah,
mom,
Luke,
right?
get with the picture, brother. All right, keep it going,
It's
Pat.
not like
Sorry for
middle-aged
the rude
son
interruption.
and like grandma mom. That's just what the fuck. That's just middle-aged porn.
Oh my god.
It's very strange.
Did you know what you were signing up for when you said yes to this podcast?
Watching mom, son,
hey, let's go
children
with the
porn.
flow. I'm ready.
What'd
No,
you say,
I
Luke?
think it'd be something more aggressive though. Pissed off mom. Kids done something wrong. And
Like
then,
it's like a spanking,
I guess.
but your penis in your mom's vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna punish that penis, son. Inside this here
something.
pussy.
Yeah, something along those
And
lines.
she talks like that with
Yeah.
a real deep voice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Damn, that's some fucked
Here,
up
boy.
shit, man.
But
Come
she's,
here, boy.
she's actually a dude though. That's the twist of everything.
Full
so,
mustache.
Yeah.
Would you rather watch porn with your mom or porn with your dad?
Yeah, my dad.
It
I
has to be
mean,
incest porn too.
I mean,
Dad
my
on dad
stepdad-
incest porn.
My stepdad.
Son on dad incest
Your
I
porn.
like that. Yeah, I hate that guy. So I mean,
Shout out.
it could be funny. Yeah.
Yeah, damn,
I hope
dude.
you're listening.
So, I had a very interesting thing happen to our Instagram lately, and I thought you would find it interesting as well, Jake.
Okay.
Would you join the Illuminati?
I mean, to what extent do you mean? Which secret society are we talking? Like,
Well,
the big one.
We got a very illustrious offer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we
We're
got a
talking
message.
Not to brag or
80,000
nothing.
USD a month.
Yeah,
80
Let me-
G's,
here's
bro.
here's what happened. So I wanted to get into this story a little bit. So David Kuda, if you want to follow him, shout out, buddy.
Is it at
'Cause I-
David Kuda?
At David Kuda,
Okay.
Qooda. I'm gonna post this on our Instagram, so make sure you check that out.
Kuda.
Shout
But
out.
basically, yeah, shout out. He loves pyramids. You can see that in his pictures, and also in his pictures, he likes to take screenshots and post like the screenshot, but not cropping out the screenshot part. You get what I mean? And he'll say beautiful, and it's like so fucking pixelated. It's so fucking strange. So he messaged me and he said, "Hello, a good day for you. I hope you are doing well. Are you interested in joining the great Illuminati to get rich and famous above your expectations and have powers you need in life? Come back to me for information on how you can join the great Illuminati and bridge in and start enjoying great benefits all members that are entitled to receive. 80,000 monthly salary." Wow. Yeah.
We're thinking about just quitting this podcast and going right
Yeah.
for the Illuminati, dog.
I mean,
Yeah. Of course I said, "Hell yeah, dude. How do I sign up?" And he said, "Easy, bro. But first, what's your country?" So immediately you already know that's going down to the scam route. So I
Yeah.
decided to see how far I could get with this.
Good.
So I said the United States, but can you tell me a little bit more about what I'll be able to do once I join? And also, do I have to work my current job or can I quit? I also want to recommend a friend or two. Do you guys have bonuses for that kind of stuff? He didn't answer. I thought that conversation was done, and then I replied, "Hello?" He said, "Yes, you can join. You can keep your job if you want it. You can also quit your job if you want it." Then he sent me a big heart, and I said, "What do I have to do?" And he says, "Any number of your." Well, he was answering to the other question. "Any number of your choice. Anybody is allowed into the Illuminati. You can recommend more than 2 friends, And he says it's very easy to get in. And I said, well, what kind of activities does the Illuminati get into? I want to know about all the fun we can have and, of course, the progress. He said, once you join us, you will start living an adventurous life, a favorable life. And then I tried to change it up, and I said, will I get laid?
Nice.
And he said, laid? Question mark? Like he didn't fucking get it. And I said, yeah, sex. If I join, can I have a lot of women? Because that's a big part for me. Lots of women. Piles of them. And he said, oh, yeah, you can have sex anytime, anywhere. And I said, with whoever I want. And he said, yes, money can make that happen. I said, I want them to love me for who I am. I don't want the money. I want the women, piles of them, a whole puddle of women. And he said, okay, we can make that happen. Nothing is impossible with the Illuminati. And I said, do I have to move? Sorry, I have so many questions. He said, no, you don't have to move if you don't want to. And I said, what do I have to do? And he's like, it's very easy. He keeps saying it's very easy, but not giving me any details.
All I need is the first 16 digits of your credit card, your mother's maiden name,
Illuminati.
social security number.
I said, yeah, tell me. And he said, fine, bro, but first can you send me a text? And I said, I don't have a phone, even though I'm doing this on Instagram.
Nice.
And he said, okay, if you say so. And he sent me a fucking book, dude. I will be posting this on the Instagram later if you guys want to read it, but I will read it kind of fast here. He said, okay, if you say so. He said, believe in yourself and we shall believe in you. You shall be reborn and see life in a new dimension. Terms and conditions. You must be able to keep details about the Illuminati to yourself until you are notified as a member. You must have a strong belief of success. You must be over the age of 18 to make your own decision. You must be able to provide items for your initiation. Strictly. That's probably credit card. You must be ready to embrace the unlimited riches and fame known as that as a member. Then you have the right to freedom. You'll be protected by the Brotherhood. We can offer you a change in lifestyle. You will have money, fame, power, and you'll be happy for all the days in your life. You'll be problem-free. And then he starts giving me like the Wikipedia rundown of like what the Illuminati is.
He
and
sends
like,
us fucking books daily. Like every day I just get on there. There's fucking 18 paragraphs on how to be an Illuminati member.
Somewhat threatening in a way, but he's like saying like the Illuminati has infiltrated every level of the society worldwide. And he's basically telling me like the U.S., the NATO, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then he says this is the easiest way to keep us a secret. And I'm like, really? This is the easiest way you can keep this a secret is taking over the world instead of just not telling anyone?
Yeah, he's got to keep it secret by Instagram messaging podcasts that have just started on fucking...
Exactly.
Like, what do you mean, bro?
You're NSA's watching that.
So
You gotta be a real fucking dum-dum to fall for this shit.
By the way, if any of us are killed within the next week after you see this on Instagram, it was not.
Shout out to David Kuda. What's up, bro?
David Kuda. What
He
up,
murdered
Cody?
us. Murdered the bastard sermon.
He did it.
Don't sue us.
So Cody got on.
Drunk.
And he said, I'm just worried
Surprise,
about
surprise.
infiltrating the puddles of women that the Illuminati brethren will bestow upon me upon my acceptance. Do I have to eat like a baby heart to get in, though? I'm like on a vegan diet right now, so like, do you guys have tofurkey baby hearts? And he said, after a bunch of rules and regulations still, he says, no, your initiation is not based on blood. And I said, nowhere in those terms and conditions that you've just sent me does it say that I'll get a lot of women.
Yeah.
That is the only reason that's making me join. Puddles filled with piles of women. And he said, yes, you will get them. It's a private benefit we don't say out loud. I'm sorry this is so long.
That's no, you're fine.
It's just funny. It's been a
hilarious.
weak thing. I said, why isn't it in the terms? How do I know you'll deliver? And then I just like, you know what, fuck this. Do you have, I said, do you have a picture of your car you can send? I really love cars. And he says, am coming. Let me snap it. I sent him a heart.
Oh.
He didn't reply. And I said, did you get a picture like the next day? And he says, oh, sorry, brother. I'm so busy this week with the Illuminati. I'll get you a picture maybe next week. And like, obviously, he's obviously avoiding me now.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you're going to pursue me, I'm going to pursue you. So I'm going to go after him.
Yes.
So after he said that, he tried to change it into a very awkward thing. He said, okay, do you love sex? I said, of course, from piles of women. It's cool. I don't drive either because he didn't send me a picture of the car.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, but you have to fill out a form. That will contain details for the Illuminati will need. I said, I need to fill out a form for sex? He didn't answer that day. And I said, hello, the next day? That was like,
Yes.
I think today or yesterday.
Nice.
And I said, you saw my message. I thought we were working things out, frowny face. And he says, I'm sorry. I was so busy with the temple. I'm really sorry. Then he says, so you want to be a part of the great Illuminati? You need to write this form out and get back to me immediately. And it's like surname, name, gender, age, country, mother's maiden name, monthly income, shit that no one needs.
Yeah. Weird.
Shit that the bank needs when you open up a fake bank account and somebody's fucking name.
Jesus.
Oh my
So
God.
I said, I'm just avoiding that. I'm like, so what do you do at the temple? And he says, just discuss things, you know. You're not the only one that wants to join the Illuminati. Many people want to join us. And I said, what things? I want to learn. I want to be friends. Good friends that tell each other things, secret things. Please, David, you're my best friend.
Oh my god.
He says, am helping other people. Join the Illuminati. You know I'm an agent. And I said, we are all agents of love. And he says, I keep going to the temple to forward other people's information for them to join. And I said, wait, do they know we've been talking about sex? Because I thought that was just between us. And he says, no, not you. I hearted his comment.
Yes.
And I said, you told them. I already know you did, frowny face. And he says, other people owns. I don't know what that meant. I said, so embarrassing. I'm literally so embarrassed right now, David. And he says, I didn't tell anyone. We're friends, and that was between only us.
Oh my God.
I met other people that fill up forms out that info to give me to the temple that I forward, not what you said. I said, have you told them about me, about how close of friends we are now? You don't get in trouble for being good buddies with new recruits, right? He said, no, that's between us. I only tell them things relating to the Illuminati. I said, do they care about friendship? And I started changing it again.
Nice.
I said, can I tell you a secret? But you can't tell the Illuminati because they won't love me anymore. He says, okay, tell me.
No.
So I made it. I'm like, fuck, what the fuck am I going to say? So I'm stalling because he's replying quickly. And I said, I'm scared you're going to tell someone. It's my deepest, darkest secret. Can I trust you? And he says, yes. And I said, so I recently adopted a wild adult beaver, and it's destroying my home. It's like 40 pounds of anger. It's illegal to own, and I love him so much. He's chewing through everything. This morning, for example, I was sitting down eating my morning beef stew like I usually do, and the chair fell apart underneath me because the beaver ate the legs. I can't even sleep because I can hear him eating wood in the walls. What do? I made him a sweater at work to try and make him happy, but he ate the last one I made him. He said, get him a cage to hold him from destroying your home.
Pat, you're a fucking idiot. I love you.
And I said, he always breaks out. What can the Illuminati do to help me? I don't want to lose him. And he says, the Illuminati, we have the high priests of the Illuminati that have special powers and skills. We can calm its temper. And I said, have you seen it before? He didn't answer. And then I said, if you can tell me your experience of what you saw, then I will sign up right here, right now. But only if you tell me what you saw. He hasn't responded yet, so I'll make an update next time.
Yes.
But I continue to keep bugging this dude. But David Kuda, follow that sucker. Join the Illuminati, boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in, dude.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's fucking wild.
Sounds like a good deal. I mean,
Would you sign up with the
G's a month,
Illuminati?
a little bit of info.
Yeah.
What? I mean,
you
why not?
can't deny that. Was that $1 million a year?
I mean, what did they do? What did they I said, he says discuss things. What are they discussing?
Alex Jones believes they run the government when they're not having giant gay orgies.
Interdimensional child molesters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly. Child molesters.
Dude.
Vampires.
Yeah.
That's
Social
fucked up.
vampires.
Yeah.
Social vampires. I'm sorry. Too fucking yelly into the mic
They
immediately.
probably just sit around and just discuss, like, yo, you keeping this a secret? Yeah, dude. I'm still keeping it a secret.
dude.
All right.
I didn't tell
Don't
anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
I swear.
Patrick sent me, just to fucking segue off a cliff here, a screenshot earlier today. Or did he send it to the group chat? Did you see this fucking thing with the deer? Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Oh,
wait
God.
for your
It
butthole
blew
to
my
tighten up.
mind.
Take a look
Oh,
at this,
Jesus.
sir.
Oh.
Give
Yeah.
that a little look. Nature, you cruel bitch. So
Whoa.
it's two pictures, a deer and a deer after he got put down, but the fuck part is this thing was running around with like its bone on the bottom of its fucking legs exposed, like just
Like it
completely
lost all the
bleached
flesh
white.
Has
on
no
its feet.
hoof. It
Has
The
no
hooves are
hooves.
gone. Yeah,
my
both hooves are gone. And the first
Dude.
picture's it standing around, then the hunter puts it down, and like, holy fucking shit! Like, can you imagine running around just on your bone nubs like all fucking day long, running away from
Yeah.
cheetahs and shit?
Yeah,
These
no.
fucking
Trying to
deer,
keep bears from eating you.
it looks like a
insane.
fucking turkey leg. Like their
In
feet.
what
That's what it feels.
does look
ecosystem?
like
Dude,
looks like
cheetahs
something
and
you
bears.
get at
Bobcats,
Renaissance
Bobcats,
Festival.
my dude.
So it looks like he's walking around on like turkey legs. So imagine that thing trying to escape all like things that are chasing it and all that shit. So it's like fucking walking around and it's fucking cane like fucking legs, like pirate peg leg looking ass motherfucker.
And the flesh has been gone for so long that it started to heal up and grow fur around the fucking thing. If you look real close to it, can you imagine the type of fucking agony that you would be in just walking around on your bone stumps all day long?
like they had it
They
going
put
on
it
for so
down, though,
long.
right? They put it
yeah,
down?
yeah. when they probably saw it, but they were probably like, "What the fuck am I looking at?"
Running from
Fucking
predators.
monster.
A zombie deer.
The thing,
Yeah,
the skin around its wounds healed around the bones.
Yeah.
The bone is what's sticking out, but the bottom is still normal. So there's no blood or anything. It's just fucking galloping on its bones on hard rock and all that shit.
And folks, we're not talking about like an inch of bone or like a centimeter. We're talking like this is like a fucking half a foot of its bones sticking out of its goddamn leg.
Dude, it's like
Holy
a
shit.
fucking stick. Like,
It's a badass.
fucking wild.
It's real disturbing.
I'm glad I don't have to
I
go
think
through
that-
shit like that, you know?
That's what happens when you repeal Obamacare. These poor fucking deer don't have the means to get their little hooves put back on.
Exactly.
So there's one other story I want to get into before
Fucking
we get
dog
into
sounds
more
funny.
details on you, Jake.
Yeah. No, that's
So
fine.
I had a very strange toilet experience this week.
Okay.
Let's hear it, Pat.
It was fucked up, dude. It was fucked up. So I was trying to go in to do my morning business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going in there. I'm trying to find an open stall, and then no stalls are open at all. So I look around. I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? I got to go do my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get there. Sorry, I keep saying, you know what I'm saying. So I get
Know
to,
what I'm saying?
know what I'm saying?
Know what I mean?
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I mean?
Okay, so I find a stall that's finally open, and it's in between two stalls that are occupied, so the only middle one is open. And I'm like, okay, I'll go there. So I go in there, and there's like a little bit of toilet paper in there, so I flush it, and I guess that sucker was clogged as fuck because the water started flying up to the top, dude. And I'm talking, it wasn't pouring over the side. It wasn't pouring over the side. It was splashing over the side, and the toilet seat's fucking making that noise and hitting it. And it's really loud, and I'm like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? And all the water's going over to the stalls, but that's occupied. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just fucking scoop it up with my boot or some shit?
Seriously,
And
yeah.
then it gets to their feet, and they don't say anything. I'm like, what the fuck? I say what the fuck out loud, and I back up and leave. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
Yeah.
toilet's overflowing and flooding in the bathroom filled with people
Where was this at?
at my work.
Oh, at your work. Okay.
And then I was telling my friend Gabe, who was actually on the podcast our fourth episode, Gabe Kroger, and I was telling him that, and he said, that was you? He was in the stall next to me when his feet got covered in
No.
toilet water.
Oh,
oh
God.
my god.
Oh,
What a small
shit.
fucking
Poor
world.
Gabe.
Yeah, that was really awkward.
You
you
work
have any-
together, right?
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you have any funny poop stories, Jake?
I have a lot of funny poop stories. I
Love to
mean,
hear a
Give
good
us your
one.
top three.
Top three. I think I was like 13. Florence Mall. Florence Mall with my family. You know, it's not really a poop story. I guess it's more of like a
A fun family story.
Yeah,
We went to the
yeah.
Disney store. We hugged. We laughed.
Exactly. So
Selfies.
we're passing like FYE or something, and I feel like I got a fart or something. I got some gas. So like I test the waters and I think I'm all right. I pass a little gas. We're good, right? And then I feel another bubble. I take that. I take that, and next thing I know, I'm running to the bathroom.
You shit your pants in the FYE?
I shit my pants right outside the FYE.
Did it kind of roll down your leg? Like, were you wearing loose pants or real tight ones?
No, it didn't. It wasn't a lot of shit. It was just like very liquidy. And
no, those are the
yeah,
worst.
just one of those, man.
Did it ruin your underwear?
Oh, I threw that underwear away. Oh, that was me. Yeah, I threw away the underwear. Yeah, ran in there. That was awesome. I think I was with one of my homies, but I wasn't embarrassed. I thought it was really funny, cause I wasn't trying to shit my pants, and it just happened.
I don't think anyone's ever tried. Who's
Yeah.
who's given an effort to shit themselves? I don't
Yeah.
know
I know
anyone.
this guy
wonder
in
what-
college. Oh, go on, Luke. I'm
I wonder
sorry.
what kind of bad situation you would have to be in to force yourself to take a shit.
I don't know. Some people are weird though. I knew this kid in college. I won't say his name because he was a really big weirdo. But I remember he told me that he would hold his poop all day, and then he'd get home and yeah, what the fuck? He'd get in his shower and he'd wear his boxers and shit his boxers, and then he'd throw his boxers in his backyard. And he said that he got caught one time because his dad came up to him and he's like, after winter, because like it
Why are
frozen
there
over.
90 pairs of shitty boxers in the backyard?
That's why you need boxers
That's fucking gross.
every 3 months. He needs new
What's
boxers.
wrong with this kid?
So his dad confronted him and said, "What the fuck is this?" Yeah, pretty funny shit. Dude.
Foreclosed
Oh my
on their
God,
house because they had to
wait.
buy so many boxers.
Hold on, there's no end to that?
That's really. He didn't tell me much more. He was really embarrassed. I don't know.
would've called the police
rightfully
immediately.
He should have been.
Was he
Are you
serious?
fucking kidding
What does
me?
he do with the shit in the? Does he just kick stomp it down the drain? Like, what do you do?
I think you
I
just
don't know.
smash the pad of your foot on the drain and just circle it.
You're a man that's talking with experience right now, Luke.
Yeah.
Tell us
Thinking
more.
logically.
You should write a book on that. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Well, there's another story as well.
Okay.
I don't know if I told it on the podcast before, but one time Allies Aside was on tour,
Ooh.
and I won't say who did this because it's really embarrassing for them.
Ooh.
But basically, we went to one of these burger joints, which was like a buy one burger get one free,
Okay.
and we were trying to take advantage of it because we're a bunch of broke ass kids, and one of the guys had to take a shit, but the men's bathroom was occupied, so they went into the woman's bathroom and took a shit, and when they flushed it, it overflowed, and the shit floated off to the side and hit the ground. And he left it, and we were laughing our asses off because we were like, imagine someone going in to take a, like a woman going in there, seeing a man-sized turd on the fucking ground.
Yes.
And that would be funny as shit. I don't know.
Dude, I remember my boy Adam, he got pissed off because he didn't have his ID one time, and he walked up in the Speedway, and he was a fiend for lottery tickets. Like, just every time he went to the fucking store, he'd buy like 6 lottery tickets. Just all the dollar ones, the shit that you never
Gonna
win.
be a millionaire.
Yeah, the lady that sees him every day wouldn't fucking let him play the lottery, so he's in there for a grip, and I see him like start yelling at her, and she's just like, I can't sell it to you without your ID. He's like, it's a fucking lottery ticket, it's not. And then she was like, nope. And he was like, okay, can I see the bathroom key? And he went into the bathroom. I said, what the fuck did you do in the bathroom? He was like, I pissed and did a ballerina twirl while I was pissing all around the entire bathroom. So I just imagine him, dick in hand, do a whole fucking twirl, piss all over the toilet paper, pissed all over the sink and the handle and shit. And then he walked out whistling like a savage. And it wasn't my story, but it was a fucking. He's not here to tell that
Love
story.
you, Adam.
So, yeah, love you, Adam.
I have a buddy like that. He pissed all over my bathroom actually, but he was crumping drunk, and
Get closer to the mic, sorry.
oh, sorry, man.
Duck
Sorry.
right in the front. of that
Crumping
one.
as in dancing?
Yeah, he was crumping.
What's a crump? What does that mean?
Wait a second.
Is
He
that
was
like a two-step?
You could look it up. Like, look up what crumping looks like. I mean, I can't really explain it.
CRUMP.
So he was
Yeah.
crump dancing and pissing in
And
your
pissing,
bathroom at
yeah,
the same
pissing
time?
everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
probably
What kind of
the-
fucking...
Did you see it?
It was a savage. Yeah, dude, because, like, it was just making so much noise in there. I didn't know what was going on. I mean, I had no idea what was going
He's
on.
just in there playing trap music,
Yeah.
jumping up and down with his dick in his hand.
Me and a bunch of friends literally just, like, opened the door and saw him pissing everywhere. I think he was, like, standing on the sink table, like, peeing on the mirror when we walked in.
He
so.
was on the sink table pissing off the mirror and trying to, like, ricochet it off into the toilet.
I can
Exactly.
only
Your friend's an
imagine
animal.
seeing
Can you-
someone
No, yeah.
crump dance
Friend,
by
did you-
themselves in the bathroom confidently.
Yeah. No, I let it go down. But in the morning when I was sober, I wasn't too pleased.
I would have beat his ass. What are you trying to do? Piss off my sink into the fucking toilet?
Exactly. Well, that bathroom was already pretty much destroyed.
Dude, what's
So-
the now? There's a lot of dirty ass venue bathrooms that I've been in. What's the worst one you've been in? The worst one that I've been in was Dirty Jack's. You ever been in Dirty Jack's?
I mean, the name kind of just sells it right there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sells it. It was actually kind of a
If you go into Dirty Jack's and the bathroom's clean, I would fucking ask for a manager.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be like, I went into the bathroom, everything was in order, toilets were flushing, water coming out the drain just fine.
fuck?
I
Yeah.
want a refund. This is bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah, no cockroaches. What the fuck?
Where's the grind?
Employee of the month, Jack.
I want the
This
grind.
is one of those places where I mean, there's stickers everywhere, of course.
Yeah.
Like the urinals, like tilted to the side and lopsided, and there's signatures on the ground. You know, a bunch of dudes' phone numbers, like, "Hey, call me for a good time." Oh, glory hole in the fucking wall.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
perfect.
was some trash.
Perfect.
All the mirrors were cracked and shit.
Where
and
is
they
that?
were had. Well, it's not around anymore.
Okay.
I would figure that you would know it because our band started right around the same time.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy. Like
is
7 years ago now.
Yeah. At
Whoa.
least. Man.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but we played our third show there, and it was a trashy ass venue.
So
but
it was here in Cincinnati.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was. I think it was on Short Vine.
Okay.
Actually, by Versa Limited, where the Miss May I guy owns his store.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right around that street, but just like kind of sketchy.
Never got to check that out.
What was the shittiest venue you guys have played at in Cincinnati?
Oh my God.
Just gonna shit all over venues right now.
Jeez.
Bangerangs.
Jeez. Yeah.
Fucking Bangerangs.
I had some good times at Bangerangs. I knew
too.
I knew the owner Scott.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I miss that guy.
Well, my old room.
dude. Oh, there's so many stories.
My
about
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy.
I got some good stories, so we should go into this. My
Okay.
old roommate was the sister of Andy, the owner of that, and
Oh.
that show right up there with Corpus Christi was their last show they ever played because it got busted with their liquor license.
Yup.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys on there?
I don't see it. I don't see it.
I bet
either.
you were at that show though. You guys were at every show.
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah.
I remember when that happened, man. Because like for 2 weeks, like we'd play shows like 2 weeks I think before that all happened, and there was this guy, and I think he had like a Superman shirt on or something. He's trying to act all cool, but he wasn't there with anybody. And like Scott came up to me, he's like, "That's not undercover, dude." He's like, "Right there, I know it." And he's like,
Seriously?
Just watch him." Yeah, totally.
Uh-huh.
So I saw it coming. I was like, "What's the big deal?" Like, I had no idea they didn't have their liquor license. So, I mean,
Yeah, and the guy who busted it, sorry man, but Rob Thomas did. He was walking out with a solo
Rob
cup.
No.
The
Yeah,
lead singer of
dude.
Matchbox 20?
Oh my God.
He used to be in
Luke,
Black
you're
Veil
the
Brides.
only one that knows that. Sorry, Pat.
He used to be the bassist for Black Veil Brides and some Sunrise band. Sorry, Rob, I don't know if you're listening.
He's
Butchering
not,
it.
Don't worry.
He also books all the shows for Bogarts.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everyone where he lives too, Pat? Do you have a street address?
No, I'm just giving him a shout out. Like he's a good
Shout
dude.
out. You got
Good
this place
stories.
shut down.
But
Yeah.
damn, that was really embarrassing. I'm sure.
So what happened? Do you know like the story? Like he's just walking out of the venue with a solo
yeah,
cup,
I mean,
or
so they didn't
was he
have a-
underage? I guess.
No, he was not underage. He's just when you don't have a liquor license, it's just illegal, and you can't walk around with alcohol. But the solo cup looks pretty damn suspicious. The place people had their eye on this place for a long time.
Oh wow.
But I don't remember too much. But I remember we were about to play, and the show got shut down right after we set up.
Like during
fucking luck.
during the show you guys were at.
Yeah, it was that show right up there with the leprechaun on it.
So
yeah,
Corpus Christi never played.
Corpus
or-
Christi never played.
Dude.
Emmeline did not play. And then we didn't play. Death of
Pat
a
was
Poet's been
pointing
playing.
for all the
Okay.
listeners and not the viewers. Pat's pointing to a poster in the corner of his room that says Corpus Christi on it. Bangerangs.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. It was just that show.
I love the art though, man. Do you remember like the art that they did in there?
The bathrooms?
Yeah,
Where
just
they had,
everywhere.
like, paint on the ground that went up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
It was obviously based off the movie Hook.
Exactly.
So that's where they got the name Bangerang, because that's what they would shout.
Tinkerbell and stuff.
yeah.
Everywhere.
Bangerang! So what are your stories that you have there?
Oh man. First I'll tell you my first experience.
Like your first experience ever playing?
Yeah. First time. Well, I mean, we've played Mad Hatter, but
First
You know,
gay experience?
yeah, we'll get into that later.
Okay. All right.
But
Saving the goods for later.
so yeah, we get there and I go up to the door and guy comes out and this was Scott. I didn't know who it was at first, and he's just like, I was like, "What's up, dude? We're the Earth Lay Bear. We're here," and he's just like, "Nice, dude. Who's got the weed?" Like, you know, first thing he says to me, and I was just like I didn't know if he was like fucking with me. I was like, "Nah, man." Like, yeah, I was like, "We don't got weed, man."
You want
Like,
to say it into your walkie-talkie,
yeah,
officer?
Like,
Here, say it's closer to my walkie-talkie.
we don't smoke weed. We're straight edge, you know.
Yeah.
And
all day.
exactly, yeah. And so you know, he's like, "Nah, dude, I'm from California, man." He's like, "Seriously, where's the weed?" Like, I was like, "Oh shit," and I was like, "I think you know somebody's got some."
I'm
So,
sure
like,
someone around here.
Yeah, exactly.
tonight will have some.
So
Well, you are from
that went down.
California, after all. What a
Exactly.
weird thing to say to somebody. I would
Right.
have been like, "The fuck are you?"
The
Okay.
weirdest part though, we get back there. This is a little vulgar, but this is what happened, dude. We get back there and we're like hanging out and drinking and stuff, dude. We were young, man, and
Yeah, this was
we like
4
all
or
had
5
our,
years ago.
Yeah, we all had our girlfriends and stuff back there. He didn't care. He was like, whatever. Like we were all just getting drunk, and then next thing you know, he's like, "Do you guys want to know what I did in California before I got out here and how I got the money to like buy this place and all this?" And I was like, "What?" Like, yeah, like what's up? And then he goes behind his TV. He's got a TV in this back room, and there's like shit all
Yeah, I
over the
remember
walls
it
and
all.
stuff. And he just grabs this film, dude. He made pornos, dude. He shot
Shut
pornos.
up, dude.
Yeah,
Serious?
yeah.
On
Swear to
film?
God.
Was he shooting it in the 70s?
Was he shooting it there at Bangerangs?
No. It was like backyard shit. And then he also did backyard fighting. Like he showed us videos
Fight
of like
Club?
dudes like it was kind of like it was all legit though, dude. Like
So-
dudes getting hit with like bats with nails in them.
Wait,
like,
so
sticking
in the
their
same
bodies,
place
dude.
that they were filming like literal backyard porn, so they would swab the cum up off the deck and then be like, "All right, boys, Kimbo Slice is here for a backyard
That's so crazy.
brawl."
I used
Exactly.
to go there
God
almost
damn.
every night, and I never met that guy. I heard his name, but Andy and some other guy, I forgot his fucking name, Andrew or something. Really good dudes. I love those guys.
Yeah, they're cool.
But yeah, this venue was trash.
Oh
I'm
man.
sorry.
Oh yeah.
So like there was we would always be in the back getting drunk and all that stuff, and anybody
Exactly.
could go party. We could stay
Right.
there way overnight. Sometimes have rap nights, and we'd be up there fucking at the
Yup.
microphone screaming at it and shit.
Yes.
And then I remember this time. I know you remember James Dorman, and we could go into that if you want to. If
I
you
do-
ever have
I-
questions, because that is some crazy
I
shit.
do wanna get into that because I do have a lot of questions.
Yeah,
'cause
he's a sketchy motherfucker. Was one of my best
Shout
buds
out
for
James Dorman.
that's what I've
That's
heard.
cool.
That's what I've heard.
I mean, me and him are on decent
I've
terms.
never had a bad experience, but I haven't never been close enough to have a bad experience. So I'll keep,
I will say he's got his issues, but he's a good dude. I still, we used to be like best buds, and I found out some stuff, didn't know about it. We'll get into it later.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
But basically, he was living with me at the time, and we were playing at Bangerangs a lot because we hung out with the owners all the time. And
nice.
The place had rats, I guess,
Ooh.
or some shit.
I never saw one.
I never saw him there either. But I remember we were playing, and then we packed all our shit up, and then James and we lived in the same room at my old house.
Okay.
And something just stunk of just bad BO. Like, what the fuck, dude? Did you shit yourself?
Yeah.
He's like, no, man, I smell it too. And so we were just like, well, I guess never mind. So it kept getting worse and worse and worse. So we did all the laundry in the entire house. Like, we washed everything, and it just kept getting worse and worse. We're like, what is that smell?
Death.
It's like almost unbearable. We can't even sleep because it stunk so bad.
Jesus.
And then we were just going insane, tearing the whole house apart. Like, what is that smell? James was going to play guitar, and
Dead kid in the wall.
James was dead kid in the wall. What the fuck? So he opens his guitar case and he sees scratch marks all over it. And we're like, what the fuck? Shuts it, plays guitar. Smell keeps getting worse, and he decides to go into it again. And he's like seeing like little turds everywhere. And he's like, what the fuck? Hey Pat, I think there's a rat up here. We couldn't find it. And then eventually he opens up his strap box inside of his guitar case, and there's a fucking rat eating another rat. He looks straight up at James. They make eye contact. They both. Well, James screams. I scream.
The rat screams.
The rat. I can only imagine. It's like something like that. It runs off. James steps on it with his bare foot, and you hear that. Yeah, like it made me think of that scene in Kung Pao where the guy got hit in the chest and the squirrel had a handprint on it. That's what it made me fucking think of. The fucking rat gets away.
It didn't die.
It didn't die. So there'd be times where we'd be like up at night and we'd be hearing walking in the walls and like,
no. It's the little guy that got away.
Dang.
Yeah, and then we'd smell that smell from time to time. Like, it was alive. I don't know how. I don't know where it went.
So do you think the smell was like, the corpse of the other rat it was eating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely what it was.
Without a doubt.
All right.
But that came from Bangerangs.
How the fuck did it get in there? Was there a hole in the other side of the guitar case that they just never noticed?
I don't know. He must have his guitar case. He was up there a lot too because he was dating the owner's sister. But he had this guitar case open a lot, so it must have just got in there, and he must have closed it while I was in there. It gets dark as fuck at night because they didn't keep it well lit. But the night that the place got closed down, let me tell you what happened afterwards. We went. So the police came, shut him down. Andy's really sad.
Came full
Sorry,
circle.
I forgot about it.
Holy shit!
It's all coming. It's flushing back.
Oh god.
So we go back to Andy's house because he's down and depressed. And he's like, let's just have a grill out, man. He is fucked up. Like, he's just drunk and depressed.
Oh,
I felt so bad for him. And like, he was living at his parents' house at the time. And so he's just so down, and he gets these chicken wings and he puts them on the burner, the barbecue, and it wouldn't heat up past 125. So it just, we sat there for like an hour and a half trying to cook these things, and they were like borderline raw.
Oh my god.
And he fucking eats them all, dude.
Ew.
He eats them all, and they're like pink, and they're chewy. He's eating it, and he's drunk as fuck. Chewy. It's chewy. I'm like, does that taste good? He's like, it's good. It's good. He's having a fucking crisis, dude. So that was some shit.
They weren't cooked, though? They weren't like just heat them up, eat them?
They were wet and pink.
Okay, they were raw, yeah.
They were raw as fuck, dude.
That's disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Dude's
you
a legend.
could see it. Yeah, he's a legend. It was like him eating bubble gum. Pieces of bubble gum.
Makes it sound kind of good. I've eaten raw steak. Like,
Is anyone else hungry?
Raw?
Yeah.
Like completely raw?
Yeah. Like,
what?
Well, like rare, I guess. Or no, I think
They serve
think it was
beef.
raw.
You can eat beef. What do they call it? Fuck me. One of you smart people in the room. What do they call it when they just serve raw, like ground up beef?
Ground beef?
Raw.
Fucked in the head?
Tartar. Yeah, it's called tartar. You can,
Tartar.
they mix up like capers and seasoning and shit like that. And it's just get really high grade, recently killed fresh meat, and that's apparently safe. That's why you can eat a burger or a steak like rare or something like that. It's not bad for you.
I could dig it.
Don't
I mean,
wanna-
it wasn't that bad, but like I only took one bite, and then my homie threw it up at my other homie when we got to my house.
You don't want to like
walk
buy it from
inside.
fucking Kroger's and make some tartar.
I think
I'm gonna
where
be
did we
specific.
go? We were at what's that buffet called? Golden Corral. Yeah.
Golden
Corral, dude.
Of course.
Yeah, it was
Gold-
not quality.
Do you have any good Golden Corral stories?
I mean, not really.
Did
almost
you?
getting diarrhea
yeah.
every
Of
time.
course you do.
I have a good
Eating
Golden
so
Corral
much
story.
to where I want to die.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude. I mean, the food can be pretty good sometimes there.
It
I
is,
don't
yeah.
know
Their
if I'd eat their
dessert
steak.
bar is on point.
Yeah, dessert bars on point. I don't know if I'd eat their steaks. Their steaks look slimy, nasty.
They're like gray fucking steaks with hairs on them and shit.
Whoa.
So
Cooks are picking them up with their bare hands with no gloves on. Like, here's your
Yes.
fucking steak. They just flip it
Slapping
on your
it.
plate.
don't
They
give-
throw it at your face.
half the cooks can't speak English. Probably don't have citizenship.
yeah.
¿Qué pasa, señor?
Yes.
So when I went, there was one on Glenway that's over there by the Western Hills area. It's a funeral home now. It got shut down because of bed bugs. They had bed bugs almost the entire time they were open. And I ate there so many times.
In the salad bar or the dessert section?
The whole restaurant.
Were they delicious?
I don't know.
How to say.
Oh, I
mean,
thought
the
you
food
meant
was
they
pretty good.
served bed bugs.
chocolate
man.
covered bed bugs. That sounds all right.
Have you ever eaten any
Crunchy.
bugs, Jake?
I've eaten crickets, and I think I ate a cicada once, and a worm. I've eaten a worm.
I've eaten a
What were they
cicada.
It's all
all
par
like?
for the course.
The worm was the worst.
Rated 1
Sounds
out of
horrible.
10.
They eat mud all fucking
The
day.
worm was like a 2,
A 2?
and like yeah.
Was
where
it
one
chewy?
being really shitty?
Like one would be like you're eating a hot shit
Yeah.
that just came out of somebody's like a big fat man's butthole.
Well, then maybe
That's
like
a
a
1.
3, maybe like a 3.
All
then.
right,
It wasn't.
okay.
Yeah, I think it was mainly the texture and the and you just bite every segment still like squiggling and some people say just swallow it, but I think it just
Ugh.
I feel weird in your stomach.
Don't they carry fucking parasites and all kinds of gross shit? You don't want
Probably.
inside
Have
your
you
body?
ever-
Probably. You see Bear Grylls though, he's a healthy guy, right? I mean, he eats anything.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Dude eats everything.
That
So
dude's a
Never
baller.
seen him
Parasites
eat
are keeping him
McDonald's,
thin.
but yeah.
I dissected a worm once, and they have like a netty kind of vein system, which is fucking nasty.
Oof.
And they have like rocks inside them, little tiny pebbles, and that helps them digest the mud and stuff that they eat when they go through the ground and whatnot. So it's just really weird. I bet
didn't-
was it crunchy?
There was
at
nothing
all?
crunchy. There was nothing crunchy about it.
Damn.
Although I just kind of like took a good bite.
All right, man. Well, let's start diving into you. You
Okay,
are
all right.
the front man to the band, the Earth Laid Bear.
Yes, I am.
You got
yes.
an Instagram or a Facebook or a Bandcamp you want to plug real quick?
I do. My Instagram is the Jake Laid Bear. My Facebook is I'm just Jake Antony. You can come follow me. Although I gotta like delete some friends, man, because I got too many
Getting
friends
the
on there
limit.
that I really don't. Yeah, like people that you just don't talk to, things like that. But yeah, besides that, I don't really use a lot
Website or
of-
anything?
I don't really use a lot of that stuff. I guess the Earth Laid Bear Big Cartel. We're gonna have some merch on there soon.
Hell yeah.
I'll plug that. And we got a lot of cool stuff working on with the band this year, and we actually just bought our first van, and we got a really good deal. So.
You guys about to go on tour?
We're planning. We're setting some things up. We would love to hit the road with Eternal Void. I don't know if you guys know about those guys.
Oh
but-
yeah, they're making some noise right now, man.
Oh yeah they are.
Yeah.
I
I'm really
heard
pumped
you-
for them.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I heard your the
Yeah.
Stranger Things cover that they did, instrumental that you guys did. It sounded really fucking solid, man. I was
Dude.
super impressed. And I
Thank
saw
you.
your guys' live video
Thank you.
where you were.
Doing my thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember it. I think I was hammered when I looked it up, so I was like,
That's
I
the
feel
best.
like I had more to say about it until I started saying it, and I was like, derp.
Is
Nah,
it cool
dude,
if I
if you're-
play a bit of a song?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, yeah.
I
if
have
everybody's all right with
Divide
it,
and Conquer.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's
do
play
it.
a couple seconds of this.
Is this your new album?
No, it's actually Circadian Rhythms. That was like,
say this is an old one, isn't it?
yeah. That thing is really old, actually. I think.
That's 3 years ago that
Yeah.
was posted.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of cool that you guys worked with Mobtown.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
because we worked together with them too.
Who was that first came up to me? Who
It's
do you
Jake
know?
Dressman.
Yeah, dude, Jake Dressman.
I wanted to do a music video, guys, for you guys so bad because I fucking love doing it. I don't know if you ever watched the Alleys Aside videos. I did all the directing for those.
Did
and-
you? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
and I worked really hard to get the 3-part series. And you guys also were like his main band. And
Yeah.
I'm looking over here now, and it's got like 10K views, dude.
I know,
it's fucking
dude.
dope.
I was surprised. I know. I was like, damn. The video turned out really well, and he just surprised us with it, dude. And I wish I wasn't wearing those red pants. If you can see in the video, man. Oh,
Both of the
regret those
videos
red
that I
pants.
saw were fucking awesome. They super high production value, and you
Yeah.
said Jake Dressman was the one that made them.
Yeah.
Shout out to that fucking dude. That dude knows how to make a video, and he filmed your 3-part series for Allies Aside too, right?
Actually,
that
he did
one's
a
also
couple-
super.
He did 5 music videos for us.
That one's
Wow.
also super high production value, dude.
We were just at his studio.
Yeah, I know. I remember the guy.
Really?
He has a studio downtown called Barking Fish Entertainment. They did sound for horror movies called The Strangers.
Wow.
And they also did My Friend Dahmer. And they also did for video games for 2K games and Bioshock.
They
You're
did a
kidding
Pete
me.
Rose documentary and something else.
Yeah.
You're kidding
So
me.
shout out. And if you hit him up, he'll give you a free tour.
Dude,
it's pretty cool.
That is sick.
Yeah.
Super legit studio.
I
They
miss
actually
that
had,
dude. I mean, he's super cool.
Yeah, he's really cool.
they
Like
had
that dude
2
a lot.
studios up there, and both of them were fucking crazy. They had like vault doors and shit. I'm sure you guys have both been in studios, but it's not
Not
something
like
I
that.
do
Those
regularly.
studios-
What's it
nuts.
called again? The Barking.
Barking Fish Studios. If you just
Barking
message
Fish.
Jake Dressman, say, hey, just recommend that we
Yeah.
him up, and he'll
Check
get
it
you in
out.
there. Yeah,
Heck
he'll
yeah.
hit you up anytime.
If you guys have any fucking
It's a
studio
big
needs, hit
moves.
that dude up because that studio's great.
So
You might
how
have to
long
pay a
is,
little for it, but you'll get
Yeah.
some quality.
How long has your band been around, man?
Oh man, the Earth Laid Bare has been around since like 2012, I'd say 2012, 2013. I think we
I
released.
think it was 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
How many projects have you released since then?
We've released like a few singles with our old lineup, and then we went through some troubles, some band member changes and
It
just
happens.
some life things, and we've had our new lineup, which is pretty solid, and I'm really happy about our lineup right now. 4 years right now, so, and we've been working on new material, but we do have a lot of stuff recorded and ready to go. I will say that, and we've already written a lot of songs that we're ready to record. So once we get the ball rolling, should be a solid amount of stuff. But I think about just one EP in general.
It blows my
Oh,
mind
yeah.
how big you guys are getting now, because you guys deserved it from the start. You guys
You're too
were
kind.
always blew us away when we always loved playing with you guys. It was
Dude.
such a good time.
Dude, I remember looking up to you guys. I mean, like, damn, dude, that you guys had everything down, the stage presence. You worked the crowd really well. So I mean, I looked up to you guys, and I took a lot of stuff you guys did and used that. So I mean, and you were really confident on stage, and the way you present yourself was really rad.
Oh,
so.
you're making me blush, dude.
Oh, dude. I'm
All right, guys.
But
Well,
right
before
back-
you start sucking each other's dicks,
Yeah.
I've got a real quick shout out, just real quick. I went to Metal Night the other night at Urban Artifact, and I saw Carry On Veil. They were fucking tremendous. Like, if for a $5 metal show, I would have paid $20 to go see those fuckers live. They were like right up that alley of music that you guys are playing. I get
Hell
what would you
yeah.
call, like metalcore or like hardcore? I don't know what the fuck you guys would-
Progressive metal. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
what I roll around. I thought, but I mean, there's a lot of elements that we use, and
Yeah, I know
It's
it's
hard
not.
to
It
define
couldn't
it.
be called one thing, but I'm just trying to like
you're right. Yeah.
general
It's definitely
summary
going-
of it. But
yeah.
it was a lot. It was up that alley, and that's not
Was it more
normally my type of
thrashy?
music.
Was it more thrashy or like more breakdowns or what's
More
it?
breakdowns,
Okay.
more fucking like
Sick.
super heavy. Like I don't know how to define it. It's a certain type of screamer, I guess. But
Nice.
they're a
Hell
really
yes.
good fucking band.
Hell yeah, dude.
Have to give them a shout out since we're on the music.
I'll
topic.
check them out, dude. I'll check them out.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. Shout out to them.
Carry On Veil.
So you guys have been around for quite a long time.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've been around for a while to get poked at and booed at and.
Any
Hell yeah.
interesting shows that come straight to mind?
I mean, we've had a lot of awesome experiences. We've played like Summer Slaughter twice and Mayhem Festival.
Hell yeah.
That was pretty sick. I shook hands with Ice-T after we played because
Hell yeah.
he was in Body Count and his wife was there, Coco, and
That's
she had like
amazing.
she had like 2 bulldogs and stuff. I didn't like say anything to her. She was right next to Ice-T, but he didn't say anything to me. He just like shook my hand. I was just like, Law and Order. Oh my God, like what? I didn't know what to say. I was just like, holy shit. And then we chilled with like Mark Akubo. We went on like Vela Maya's bus and like hung out with them. And,
That's fucking awesome.
or no, I would think it was Miss May I and Upon a Burning Bodies bus. They were sharing a bus, and they had like a campfire set up, and there was like a lake out there.
Damn,
They're like
that's dope.
grilling out, and I think the whole tour, or the Mayhem Festival, I guess, it was sponsored by Cold Cock Whiskey. So like there was just whiskey everywhere, man. Like the second we were done playing, like people were just handing us huge bottles of whiskey, just like Cold Cock Whiskey everywhere.
Damn, that's fucking dope, dude.
Fucking
Right.
A.
Yeah, and I think a few of our members signed a titty or two, so that was a new experience for us, Oh, dude, on the way there, holy shit, I have a shit story. Okay, so on the way there,
Bringing it full circle.
yeah, I'm riding with my homie. The rest of the guys are riding separate. I don't know why we were doing this. I was riding with a homie who was coming, and his fucking car catches on fire when we're like 3 hours out, and we're late. Like, we go on at 1 p.m., and I forget what time it was, but it was cutting it close. And we're sitting on the side of the road, and I call my homie, and he's like, all right, I'll come get you. He was volunteering at Mayhem Festival. And then, I don't know how, I guess I made a Facebook post. Something happened. He called me. He's like, hey, you need a ride? He found out somehow. And he took the wrong highway, and it took him, like, forever to get there. And I got there and got on stage within, like, 15 minutes of us playing. It was crazy.
Jeez.
But, well, I'm sitting on the side of the road. I got to shit, dude. I got to shit really bad. And yeah. And we were there for like at least an hour, and I was not holding this thing. So I just ran off into the like the tall grass, you know. There's cars are flying by, and I swear people are watching me shit, but it was nice. Yeah. I forget what I used to wipe my ass with. I think it was like you know, like how you wrap presents with like a tissue paper, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it was like some purple tissue paper I wiped my ass with.
Did you almost get a fucking long grass straw up your asshole as you bend down next to that tall ass highway grass that never gets cut?
Dude, yeah, I was afraid of some like
cattail in your butthole.
Yeah, some critters or like some creatures or something.
Can you imagine if a wolf spider just hopped up into your underwear while you're taking a shit, pull back up?
That would have been the worst.
I probably would have ran out in the middle of the highway, dude. I don't know what I would have done.
So we're right now at the halfway point of the podcast. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk more band stories and get into some crazy shit. Woo. Oh, oh.
And we're back.
We're back.
Okay. Sorry, Pat. Just right on top of you there.
We were in the middle of a conversation right before we got back here. Basically, so Jake, what got you into metal? What was the first thing that you heard that you're like, wow, I really like this? What were you listening to before, and what got you into it?
So I have an older brother. And my dad would let his friends come over and hang out, and they were into metal, and I was probably about 12, and they were about 16, and they started a band. They started playing in our basement, so I was there all the time, listening to them jam and just hearing all these crazy songs that they would play. I forget exactly what got me into metal, but I remember being very young and listening to like Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff. And
just
like,
one
you
of
know,
those days.
Oh yeah, that stuff would get me super pumped, and like all my brother's friends would like tease me and shit, and I'd just get really pissed and like try to attack them because that was just like fun to them, and that was like one of the first things. And then they would always jam, and they were playing Cowboys from Hell one time, and like I'd heard that song and I was like jamming. It was by Pantera. I don't know if you know, but I was jamming on my own, and then one day like they're having a party. And I was down there, and they were just like, Jake, like, come on, like, come sing the song. So, like, I was, like, 13 or something, and that was, like, my first experience. And I was like, dude, that was fucking awesome. Like,
that's fucking
yeah,
great, dude.
and they, like, they encouraged me and shit, and they were really cool about it. So I was like, that's awesome. And they were in the band Hanging Madison. I don't know if anybody remembers them, but they were actually pretty rad. And, yeah, their vocalist was actually pretty good, I thought, Bender. And I learned a lot from him. What's up?
Is your brother still in a band? Is
No.
he still doing music?
My brother was in a punk band, and he let his friends who were in Hanging Madison jam at our place. But he was in a band called The Defects, and he was in a band with Jake Dressman. I don't know if it was the same Jake Dressman we're talking about.
He used to play in some hardcore bands.
The Defects, yeah, they were punk, right? Or
I think so. I think he did play some punk because he's really into punk.
he was the vocalist, at least.
He was the vocalist?
Yeah.
No shit.
Is that him or not? No.
I don't know. I don't know what he did, but I know he was in some bands, and
Okay.
I thought he played bass or
He
something.
lived in like Fort Thomas, maybe. I don't know.
He does live in Kentucky.
Okay, well then.
I think it's the same guy.
This might
It's
be
gotta
the same guy.
guy.
But yeah, that's crazy how things work. But yeah, they jam all the time. But he wasn't in that band. So he went to school. He's like an Army officer right now. He's doing really well for himself. He's dating a lawyer.
Wow.
So you did that in the basement with them around what, 13 you said?
Yeah, they were probably 16, 17.
When did you first start becoming a front man in a band or getting in a band
how
at
did the
all?
Play Bear start?
Like, was it shortly after, like, this is what I want to fucking do?
No, well, like, I had a buddy that I went to school with named Robbie, and we'd always talk about jamming, and he somehow knew some people that were into music, and they went to Campbell County. Like, we went to Catholic school, so, man, we didn't know anybody. We didn't know anybody who jammed. So, basically, Griffin, and I forget who it was at the time, DJ, Buddy Phil.
Campbell?
No. I forget what his last name. Dishar. Yeah, Phil Dishar. They had a band called the Sea of Torpedo Boots, and I would let them come jam at my place, and we'd just hang out. And I was a vocalist too, but I would just like scream on my own, scream to songs and stuff. But like, and Phil wasn't, I don't know what happened with him, but I guess one day he ended up quitting, and they jammed at my house. So they're like, dude, you want to give it a shot? And we changed the band name to like Eyes Like Comets or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and we started playing around. I think our first show was at the Hedge. Oh, it was
Oh my God, the
man.
Hedge, dude.
Yeah, dude.
What a nice intro to that career.
That's very interesting, man.
Thank you.
What was your first show? What was that like? How nervous were you?
I'm pretty sure my first show was at the Hedge, dude, and I was pretty damn nervous.
Can you recall it?
Not really. I'd done a lot of practice in the mirror, so you kind of just take character.
I know when
Once you
I
get up
was
there.
practicing screaming,
Yeah.
I was really self-conscious at first. And the way I would learn is it sounds stupid. I listened to a lot of Asking Alexandria back then.
Oh, dude, me too. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
obviously I was a big scene kid
Same here.
back in those strange times.
The swoop, dude. The swoop.
The swoop, the hair flip.
Oh yeah.
The leather and all that shit. But I remember
Better
screaming.
than the douchey shit I was doing when I was a kid.
So I would scream to them all the time in the car. And they say that you sound the most of who you were practicing to at first.
Yeah.
So I feel like I sound a lot like old Danny Worsnip. So what were you listening to when you were screaming?
Oh man, I'm pretty sure. At first, it was like Death Clock, man. Like the really low growls. Like that's what I first started trying to do.
Brendan Small fucking
And
kills
then
on those
after,
albums.
Yeah, after that, like I got into Miss May I a lot, and I tried to do his highs, but I just couldn't do the Fry. I couldn't do it.
That first album is amazing.
Oh my God, Architects, all those songs,
Amazing.
Jeez, Tides.
Mhm.
But after that, For Today, like really inspired me with like his open style screaming. It's like pronunciation's pretty damn well. And then I'd say the final guy that inspired me was like Matt Paquette. I don't know if you guys know him.
What is he in?
He was the vocalist for Beheading of a King, but he actually committed suicide, and the band got a new vocalist and stuff. But they're from Europe or Canada. I'm actually not positive, but
2 questions that are related. So you said you went to Catholic school, right?
yes, sir.
Are you an atheist now?
No.
Have you seen For Today live?
Yes.
How long did they preach at your show?
I've seen him like a lot, man.
Can you guys break down what this is real quick?
For Today is a metal band.
Christian metal band.
The vocalist preaches a lot.
Yeah.
I
But
actually played with them
they're
once.
so fucking heavy.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
dude,
really
they're
heavy.
the best,
They
bro.
go fucking
They're-
hard.
They slay. Oh, yeah.
I played with them once, and I bumped into the guy, and I didn't know who he was when I first bumped into him. I was like, oh
Ooh.
shit, my bad. He's a brick shithouse, dude.
Oh.
And he gets up on stage, and they're killing it,
Yeah.
and he starts preaching.
I don't really believe everything he believes. He's like a militant evangelical.
He sounds
like he believes
it.
that there's gonna be like an actual like physical war. We're fighting like demons and stuff. That sort of whole battle thing. And like I don't really believe all that realm. But I'm all about the empowerment. Empowerment of man. So whatever that involves. And I think a lot of his shit's like uplifting. But a lot of the times I'm sitting there, I'm just like, dude, just play the music. People
We're here for the
people are here
music.
for the music, man.
Yep.
It's about being free in the moment.
I have an amazing story about seeing them live.
Oh yeah.
One of the times I saw them live, they were the last band to play at Warped Tour.
Ooh.
And a circle pit opened up, right? And you could see someone just whip this fucking CD right into the circle pit.
Oh no.
Domes this girl right in her fucking noggin. She goes right down.
And then
she got
slammed.
Mufasa, dude. She was stomped down by the
Oh,
gazelle.
man.
It was so brutal. You saw her friends just drag her out like dead weight from the
Stampede.
circle pit.
Jake, let's talk
Jeez,
about
Pete.
some crazy shows because I
Okay.
know you've played a fuck ton of shows.
Yep.
I want to hear some crazy shit that has ever happened. Like, where were some disasters? What was the best or the worst show?
Oh gosh, man. Jeez. The best show. I'd say my favorite show. My favorite show would probably be our recent Summer Slaughter show.
Okay.
That was awesome because I had in-ears that time, so I could hear myself really well. And we had a guy named Sam Kirby do sound for us because he's friends with Dylan Carter. And he does sound on tour for like Veil of Maya, Silent Planet, dude. So we sounded
It's dope.
amazing, and I could hear myself just perfectly. Crowd reacted great. That was probably my favorite show, and that was pretty recently. So,
what was the worst show you ever played?
Worst show, Dayton, Ohio. The Attic, yes sir.
The Attic.
Yeah, dude. We I forget if we were Eyes Like Comets or what, but we devised this Fall Out Boy cover, brother. Oh man.
Oh my God.
The
You
Fall
and
Out
everybody
Boy.
else.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
you and everybody else.
Oh
dude.
my gosh. So
Was it Sugar? We're going down swinging.
I believe so.
It's either that or Dance Dance.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of those. I remember us playing it, and like all the chicks loved it, like, you know, and like, but there was just these older dudes that were just, being salty, like booing and all this shit. Like, dude, I remember that. Yeah, they definitely ridiculed the fuck out of us. That's what I remember.
The Attic has such a very involved crowd. Unfortunately, It's not around anymore. But I remember every show I played there was packed, and it was always a good time. But there was so much drama every show, and I don't know why.
Yeah. With all the girls there, and like all like the chicks who worked there would try to like get with the band dudes. Like, I don't know if that's a thing we should talk about, but like there was chicks that were like really young that were like trying to get with dudes.
There was definitely a lot of people that
it was just weird. We're just like, no, dude.
Kid fuckers is the words you guys are looking for.
Basically. But it was the opposite way. Like, we weren't seeking it out.
No, there would be people that would just sit off the side of the stage and wait for you to just get off stage, and they just sit there and just stare at you, and it's just awkward.
Yeah.
So usually, because of that green room in the back, like, you're just in and out.
Mm-hmm.
In and out. Like, I'm just, get away.
Yeah.
But yeah, people, they always try to stop you, and it's like the mall rats.
Yeah.
No offense to them, but they're like the mall rat scene kids. You know what I'm saying? Just really awkward and giggly, and it's just uncomfortable.
I made out with this chick there when I was like really young. She had like white pants. I've never seen her again. I have no idea. Who she is. I just remember that, but like I licked her teeth. That's like all I remember.
What?
Yeah, it was the worst, dude. It was the worst.
Food,
it was the worst.
Gas station beef jerky.
Oh yeah, dude. I tasted it all. Dayton, Ohio jerky.
Shout out Dayton, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
Got the best jerky teeth in the nation.
What's the most awkward experience you've had? Something you think about on the reg.
Like during playing shows.
Just in general.
This one show we were playing, somebody like told me to take my shirt off. And at first I heard it first and laughed, and then like everybody was just like, take your shirt off. So I like had to take my shirt.
It?
Yeah, like I had to take my shirt off.
That's weird.
And then it was really weird, and I was like, oh, like it's funny. And then I was like, oh, all right. And then just took my shirt off and was just jamming. And then after they're like, put your shirt back on. Like, and I was just like, oh my god. So like, I just like couldn't please. Yeah, dude, it was just an awkward, weird situation, but it was rad. Like everybody was having fun. I feel like they're just really drunk, and I had a lot of like I said earlier, all my brother's friends who jammed. I think some of them were at that show. I think that might have been the Noah show. The Noah show. They said that it wasn't too bad. I think it was funny now that I look
That was
back.
their comeback show.
Yeah.
Noah. Yeah, I was there.
Did that happen? I think that happened at that show. I'm not sure
either. But I remember that show.
That was slightly awkward. But.
So you said you wanted to talk about James.
Yes.
What were your questions about that? Maybe I should give some background on this guy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who we're talking about at all.
No. But I shouldn't have said his name earlier, but I'm going to go with
I'll
it anyway,
cut it out.
No, I don't give a shit. Whatever.
All right, cool.
He's not going to listen.
First
so
Amendment,
James, he wrote the whole first album of Black Veil Brides.
Wow.
So I don't know if you know that band. Now, they are not a very popular band, I would say, but they're as big as Kiss. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And they suck like Kiss.
They're not good. But they came out with a song that currently has more than 42 million hits on YouTube. And it's called Knives and Pens. So the guy stole all the music and went to California and made a whole thing. There was a big lawsuit against it. No one won really anything.
Wow, no way.
So
It was a lawsuit.
it was like, I don't want to give too, I don't know if I'm allowed to say. So remind me to tell you afterwards, and I'll tell you a little bit more. But
but the fans are dying to know, Patrick.
they're dying to know. Well, message me directly if you want to know more about it.
Pat will just tell anyone. It doesn't matter.
I'll tell anyone, just not on the
He'll
air.
wileball people over the internet, but not on the goddamn podcast.
Never.
Patrick's
Sorry,
gonna get a
Pat, go
subpoena.
So
Instagram Messenger.
We met, and he was starting to play some music for us, and this guy is so good at guitar. He met Breaking Benjamin once, and he was showing them how to play guitar. He was showing them shit.
Whoa.
He could shred like no fucking other.
Did he tell you that? Did you witness it?
We went up to the Crimson Armada, for example, and he was showing Sode, who just got 10 years of guitar behind him, how to do shit. He's the best guitarist I have ever met.
Great.
Is the Crimson Armada still around?
Amazing.
What's that?
Crimson Armada still around?
No.
It's been a
So
long time since I've heard that name.
We recorded with Sode.
yeah, we both did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
learned
both
how to
did.
play the beginning to a Filthy Addiction. I don't even really listen to that type of music, but I was gonna sorry to fucking segue this off real fast. That's a gnarly fucking song for like a sick tap riff, like because he comes into it like open on 5/8, and then like he taps on 12, and then pulls off and then brings it back across the entire. It's for anybody that doesn't play guitar. I'm sorry for all the fucking like inside baseball guitar talk, but it's a fucking gnarly riff to just like dick around on, dude, and it's a lot of fun. I don't have it down real well, but it's just a lot of fun. I forgot about that fucking band too. Sorry, Pat. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, so he started living with me. Like somehow we just started like just being good friends, and we were like basically brothers. We were living together, and some money started going missing, and I don't know. You're good. And some money went missing, and we didn't know why. And he would just tear the whole house apart and be so like, "Oh, it wasn't. Who the fuck did it?" Turns out he was stealing money because he was doing drugs behind our back, and we had no idea. Like my mom has some addiction problems, so I'm easy to give second chances with these kind of things.
Of course.
So I tried to work with him on it, and it just wasn't getting that much better. And he ended up stealing about $4,000 worth of stuff from us and another band. I forgot what they're called.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
This guy's
they had an
sly.
album called Shangri-La or something. Who the fuck were they called? They were from out of town.
Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
If
I can't
I
remember.
told you their
Super
name, you'd know
reference, I'm
exactly
sorry.
who they were. I just can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah. It's all right.
But they stole like a bunch of equipment from them, and then he skipped town. Just went out of town. No one knew where he was. He came back. We gave him a second chance because he wanted to fix stuff up. And right before a big comeback show, he stole Brad's amp, $1,000 amp, right before the show, and we still played the show. And then he skipped town again. Tried to charge grand theft on him, and it didn't go through. Came back. We've worked things out in a way, but I would never be his friend again.
Sounds like a maniac.
So we wrote our third EP completely based on him,
Wow.
like the Cold. So that was all based on him and all that stuff. So it's, if you ever want to listen to it, you can hear the whole story. It's a 3-part series on YouTube.
Yes.
Shout out to a dead band. But yeah, what were your questions on that?
I mean, you answered a lot of it. I mean, I've always known him. He's a cool guy, but I've seen him at like Guitar Center and stuff. I forget where I would see him. I would just see him at random places. But I think the last time I spoke with him, he asked us. You know, I think he was in Third Person Omega at the time, and he asked me, "Hey, you know, you guys are like working on a music video. Can you recommend, you know, a director?" And I think we were recommended, you know, our director, and that was the last time I heard of him. And then I saw the music video. It was all right, but then I heard he gets kicked out, and now I haven't heard from him since.
It's hard to know what's really going on with him. I mean, he's a really good dude. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, addiction gets to all of us. I feel bad, kind of like putting business out there, but it was like something the whole Cincinnati area was like talking about. It was a big deal.
How much money would you estimate he stole from you, though?
I would say, I don't know, maybe like $6-7 grand.
You can talk all the shit that you want.
I'm not even thinking about like all the time the rent went missing and all that. So, and that would be like $400, $500 at a time. So it could have been way more. I have no idea.
So, like, what drugs was he doing? I mean, I don't know if we should go into that.
I don't know if I should say on the air or not, but they weren't good things.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, there's a topic that was brought up on Billy's episode, so I feel like we should bring it up on you.
How do you shave your balls?
No. Well, yes, let's get back to that. Have you had any horrible encounters with the
What's happening?
What was that?
The Dr. Shivargo?
Dr. Kevorkian?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that guy.
Tomato.
In case we didn't establish it before, anyone that's new listening to us, he's this infamous booking agent around here that has just kind of... he's trying to add a bunch of people on Facebook. But he's just locally known as just not being a very good promoter. He's really fucked up a lot of bands and stuff.
Yeah.
So have you had any bad encounters?
Don't sue us. Allegedly. Don't sue us.
I've never had a bad problem with him. He's a good dude to me.
No, the only bad things I've really had to deal with him is just him hit me up inconvenient times and asking me like what the ticket sales were for the show, just kind of being naggy and stuff. But he actually hasn't been a dick to us. I mean, the Earthly Bear hasn't seen it, so I mean,
that's what I'm saying. He's always cool with allies.
We don't support him. We don't support him. But I mean, you know, we got to do what we got to do for the scene. But he's never messed us over, and there's actually some promoters that, you know, have messed us over. So
yeah, there's definitely a lot out there.
Yeah.
But like
that's their job, man. I mean, you gotta. I mean, I told him my dad's a lawyer, and after that, he respected. He respected me. Yeah, so it was fine. I guess
so here's pro tips for all the upcoming bands. Tell this fuck that your dad's a lawyer, and then he will not try to do anything that involves being litigious with you.
Even if he's not a lawyer. I have a great story though. Speaking of Kevorkian.
Okay.
So at Summer Slaughter, I brought. If anybody knows Kevorkian, he's usually got a bodyguard on him, and
Paranoid.
Yeah, bless this guy. He's passed on now. The guy that we're talking about, but we were at Summer Slaughter. And him and his bodyguard there, and, you know, bodyguard, whatever. He's just like a bulldog guy, maybe like 35, 40. And he's getting drunk. And we have Cody Annis there with us. I don't know if anybody knows Cody Annis. He's a stocky guy. And he was just like, oh, like, that's your bodyguard, huh? And stuff like that. And they joke around as if they're security. They got really drunk. They're just getting into nonsense. And out in the parking lot, it's just like all gravel. And he just starts trying to, like, wrestle Cody. And if you know Cody, he's trained in MMA. He's a wrestler, like wrestled all through high school. Like, you just don't want to mess with him. Like, he's a really nice guy though. But so he kept trying to take Cody down, and Cody finally just had enough and just took him down. Oh, it was so great.
Shit.
It was so great. Like right in the gravel.
What did he do to him?
They were doing the whole like grab your head and pull it down thing, you know, like that. And he kept trying to pull Cody's head down, and then I'm pretty sure Cody just like, I think he tripped him because the dude had like, Cody's got like a full bodied strength, and this guy was just like freaking turkey legs, compared to like gorilla on top. So he took him down in the dirt, and like they're rolling around in the gravel like all over each other, and I'm just geeking out. And he gets on top of him, he's just like, we're done. Like he's just like all this stuff, and they were just drunk out of their mind. And Kevorkian, I had to laugh at Kevorkian. I was like, dude, gotta get a better bodyguard, man. He's like, yeah. It was so funny. But yeah, R.I.P. to that guy. I think he actually got shot outside the Mad Frog.
Damn,
God
that's so
damn.
wild.
What happened? Is there a story there?
I'm not too positive, actually. I'm not, but I believe it was like a rap hip-hop show, something like that. Not that has anything to do with it, but that's all I know, really. I guess, he might have pissed somebody off earlier in the night, and I know it was like 2, 3 in the morning after the show.
So it was a murder, not like an accident?
Yeah, he got shot 3 times. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
Like somebody wanted him. Yeah.
That's so fucked.
It's wild. Yeah.
Quite unfortunate.
Yeah. So before we get into any more stories, though, did you have any? I don't feel like we didn't get any of your questions answered about the James thing.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you had to ask about that?
I mean, how long have you guys known each other? And how'd you guys meet?
I think we met through Craigslist.
Really?
Actually, yeah, that's how Allies started.
Dude,
so
nice.
basically, I think I met him in 2011.
Okay.
I want to say. And we hit him up, and he came into practice one day, and he fucking blew us away with his instrumentals. We're like, we got to have him in.
Yeah.
And I remember we were not doing so good the very first couple shows because our other guitarist was on heroin too.
Oh shit!
You just said what he was on that you didn't want to mention before.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Cutting that out. He was on bleep.
He was on drugs.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's
All
done. I'm sure they're both clean.
He's on Tide Pods.
Probably not.
He's on Tide Pods. But yeah, he was on drugs, and he was throwing up on the side of the stage, and James was playing riffs that he's hardly had any practice with, and we just got all fucked up and off time. And Brady was our drummer at that time, and he wasn't a very clean drummer at all, and so it was just a disaster for a little bit. But man, that kid shredded though.
Yeah,
James.
He's great. I've seen him shred forward and backwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So how old are you guys? Like 15? You're like 16.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
21, 21, 22.
Oh, really? When?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's cool if you don't have any questions about it.
Yeah.
It seems like you're trying to find questions. It's cool. We can talk about other stuff.
Okay.
So, what's the weirdest place you played a show at?
I mean, I guess the pizzeria. I guess like Spinelli's maybe. I don't know. We haven't really played that many weird shows. Oh, actually, it's not a show the Earth Lay Bear played, but Grave Friends had me fill in for a song because I think Chris couldn't make it, or a set. It was down in Louisville, I believe. Yeah, Louisville. It was just like it was a house show, and it was pretty rad. We were all drinking and stuff, hanging out. We all played pretty early in the night, and then like at the end, there was like a burlesque show, and I wasn't expecting it at all. Like there was just like a burlesque show. Like this dude was there, started playing all this like Scottish music, and like this chick like eats a light bulb, and like the hottest redhead like Amazon is like super tall, and like it was just crazy dancing to this music. I forget what else happened. Oh yeah, the dude. He would have people staple money to him, so I think I stapled
on his leg. Or
yeah,
something?
I stapled a $5 bill to his tit. So
God
that was something
damn.
crazy that happened.
Did you do it?
I did, yes. I mean, I had to. I mean, I was forced. No, I'm kidding. I kind of wanted to.
They held me down.
Yeah.
They told me they were gonna cut my dick off if I didn't.
Exactly.
I had to.
I had
Transphobic.
I had no idea. It was very weird and strange, but I think I got some footage of it. I gotta go back and like the archives of my phone.
Yeah, if you happen to find that, it'd be fucking hilarious to see.
Dude, it was a weird experience. That was probably the weirdest show by far because I was not expecting that.
You ever meet any weird people out there?
Yeah, there's some weird people definitely, like dudes. Yeah, that'll buy you a drink and then just like follow you around like all night and just like
What?
yeah. Like,
He's just trying to be your friend, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I really don't think
buddy.
these guys have like a
You gonna go be
weird
friends out in the
sexual
parking
thing
lot?
going on, but they're just like, I
Do
guess
you have a good
nobody,
story about one of these buddies?
I don't really want to go. I'd rather not. I guess go into it, but yeah, it definitely happens time to time. Definitely happens time
Oh,
to time.
damn.
What's the most dangerous object you've ever had thrown at you while you were on stage?
Oh, I don't think I've really had anything thrown at me on stage. I mean,
I've had a bottle thrown at me.
have you? I'm jealous, dude.
Did they really chuck it, or did they like pussy
Dude,
arm it? Like,
It missed. It was a house show. Oh, dude, this was
Like,
a bad show. This was when I don't know if you
good Pete
remember
Rose
the
throwing.
quote unquote band wars way back in the
Oh.
day where everybody was out to get each other.
Yeah.
But at one point, the Indiana crowd was just very against Cincinnati metal. Do you remember all that?
Roar. No, I don't.
Well, it was right when Hail to the King got started.
Yeah.
I think we played. This is actually their first show. They only had 3 songs actually. They killed it then too. I don't remember who the band was, but I know we were playing with a band called Behold the Legend and a couple other bands around, maybe Emmeline. There's a couple other bands, but I remember we were playing and we were just totally hated at this area. Like all these people just hated us from the get-go, and we were playing and some guy throws a fucking bottle and it almost hits us and it shatters behind us, and we're like, well, fuck. We finished the song, and as we were walking by, some kid grabs me and he's like, enjoying the show? Throws me around and tries to chuck me over into a wall, and Brad takes off his shirt. And if you know Brad, he's a very
Watch out.
Yeah, he looks like a scary fucking dude. But he's a sweetheart.
Describe Brad. What is his physical appearance? He's got a beard.
Huge
and nobody
dude,
knows
covered
Brad.
neck down in tattoos. 6'1", just a big ass dude. He looks intimidating as hell, but sweetheart. But he takes off his shirt and he was about to beat this guy's ass.
Oh, gosh.
Steve Peel was in our band, and I don't know if you know a guy named
yeah.
Preston Tucker. Preston Tucker was trying to like say, you don't talk to people like this, and just like trying to be real nice about it. And then Steve Peel almost fought someone there too. Wow. And then cops were getting called. It was wild, dude.
Do you think if they would have fought, that after Brad knocked a dude out, he would have got back up and spit his tooth at him? Is that all you got, punk?
Is that all got punk?
It's like the Sopranos of the metal scene, I guess. I don't know.
God damn. But yeah, that was
Vendetta.
probably one of the worst shows we played. You don't have a show like that where you had like just a total other expectation of what was going to happen?
I mean,
Yeah, what about like sound issues that have happened?
sound issues. Yeah, there was a lot. There's just so many of them that, like, didn't go right. You have to play a lot of bad shows to play a good one. I feel like, especially for anybody out there who's trying to play, seriously, got to play a lot of bad ones.
Oh yeah.
I can't really think of any specifically though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I see that online you do a lot of yoga and
Yeah.
workouts. What kind of stuff do you get into?
Yeah, like yoga, lots of yoga stuff. I actually haven't been like working out a lot recently because I hurt my shoulder at Perfect North. I was like shredding down center stage and I was snowboarding and I hit this like 2-foot block of ice.
Hitting some narpow.
Oh yeah, no,
Some
it
real
was,
fresh pow.
There was no pow. It was all ice, brother. I shredded the
yourself
gnar,
up.
dude. Shredded it. So yeah, I had to be going like 30 miles an hour because I was trying to catch up to my homies. Like I've been boarding longer than them, and they went before me, but they were still beating me on the hill. So I was like, I gotta cook it, and I shredded past the moguls, no problem. And then when you're not expecting it, when you're bombing the hill, going like as fast as you're going, just like hit this 2-foot block of ice, and it was either like put my hands out and destroy my wrists, or like I was going face first, or I just like tucked real quick. Hit the shoulder and
you gotta make a fast decision about what part of your body do you not give a fuck
Exactly.
about the least.
Yep.
Like, oh no,
left-
this could go several
the
different
left
ways.
arm. Yeah, dude. So I hit so hard, man. It felt like getting hit by like a car. It was wild.
Damn.
What
Yeah.
ended up happening inside your arm?
I never got it checked out really.
You just fucking walk it off, son.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But I couldn't use it for like a week straight. I had like no strength, and I'm building up the strength now. But there's like a huge bump. Like I don't know if I bruised my bone or like messed up a muscle or something. But I can honestly only do like 5 push-ups right now.
Damn.
So I'm trying to recover from that. And
Me
take-
too, but
take
that's
some
because I'm a
supplements.
fat alcoholic smoker.
Yeah. Well, hey. Yeah.
I've skateboarded,
Nah.
but I've never snowboarded.
Oh, dude.
No
Have you
push-ups
ever
for me.
skateboarded?
Yeah. Like I could never really do tricks. I was more of a vert skater.
Yeah.
Dropping in. I think the biggest thing I ever dropped in was only like 15 feet though. So I could do like an ollie. Never could land a kickflip, my dude.
Dude, me either.
So you definitely
fucking
favor
hard.
snowboard over skateboarding.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I feel like if I would have fallen going that fast on a skateboard, I would have really
You've
messed
been
myself
annihilated.
up. Dude. Yeah.
You would have slid on some concrete for a minute.
Yeah.
I broke 2 ribs and punctured my lung and collapsed it because of a skateboard.
Really.
Oh my lord.
That's why I don't fucking skateboard anymore.
What happened there?
I think I
Yeah.
told the story before on the Jason Key episode. So if you want to hear it, go back and listen to that. No, I'm just
Oh,
fucking
okay.
around. So I'm going down the street on my skateboard with my brother. My brother's idiot friend doesn't know how to ride a bike. He crashes his fucking bike into me when I wasn't looking.
Oh.
Board slid underneath his wheels. He jumps off. I fucking land on the handlebars. Next thing I know, I jump up and I think I'm all right. I take a deep breath in. And then as soon as I breathe in, I feel my fucking ribs go inside of my chest. And then like I couldn't breathe anymore. And I just like there's a family outside and they're all fucking and I'm like, fuck, fucking holy shit, and then fucking, they're like, you need to watch your language, and I was like, fuck you and fuck your whole fucking family, hope they all fucking die, with the last bits of my fucking bloody breath, and I fall down on the ground, like, and they fucking get all their kids inside, like they just watched a rape happen, and they gotta fucking
Jeez.
explain a bunch of new words to the kids and shit, and then next thing you know, I'm in the back of the hospital, like, ah! Then I found out about the miracle of morphine.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember
Damn.
this all.
that is insane.
All right,
dude.
yep.
So we're gonna get into our last segment here, which we like to call man to man.
Okay.
Basically,
man.
to man.
Just you and me.
Yes, just us. So basically, we ask you a bunch of would you rather questions, and you just answer honestly. But we can change them any way we want.
Yeah.
And they can be ridiculous, and they
Okay.
can be great, or they can be completely horrible.
Have we got
Okay.
fan questions? Is that what we're doing right now?
Yes, we're gonna
Often
do some
they're
fan
you
tremendous.
live and be awesome or you die horribly.
Yeah, it could
Pretty
be
often.
Okay.
pretty fucking horrible.
I'm ready.
All right.
Pats are usually the best.
So yeah,
Wait for his.
I'll try to come up with one
He's
afterwards.
really good at
Do I have to
He
make them up too?
idiots.
Do I have to like come up with something?
If you don't want to,
if
dude,
you
you're
got
fine.
one.
I'll
If you
try.
got one,
I'll
I'd
try.
love
Let
to
me.
hear one.
I'll engineer something up. In
So
there.
this is from someone who wrote in named Taylor_Lynn J. Would you rather have 2 permanently erect dicks attached to your forehead, or jack off with peppermint oil for the rest of your life?
Can I hear that again?
Yeah, you
Got to
would you-
make a tough decision. I understand.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Would you rather have 2 permanently erect dicks attached to your forehead,
Terrible.
or would you rather jack off with peppermint oil for the rest of your life?
Now, important question. What's her name again?
Taylor_Lynn J.
Taylor,
Wow.
are they cool dicks like that? Like you could put like little socks on and they look like horns coming out outside of your head? Because if they're permanently erect and they're here, I could work with it. But if they're just unicorn dicking out of your forehead, I mean,
probably
what do you
have
do
to
then?
Hellboy it,
What if
you
they're
know,
coming
like
out of
saw
your
those
cheeks or
fuckers
some
off.
shit?
Shave them down?
I'd probably go with the peppermint oil, dude. I like peppermint oil, but I've never.
Have you ever masturbated with peppermint oil?
No, I
I
don't
feel
think
like
you
it would
can.
burn.
It's like isn't it like a carrier oil? I don't even know if
A
you.
what oil?
Pat, your voice
you'd have
cracked
to have
as
a
if
lot
you've
of it.
experienced the pain.
That would hurt though. That'd be like putting icy hot on there. You know?
Yeah, imagine getting
That's-
peppermint oil inside of the crevice of your dick hole. What do you do when your
I would scream, dude.
your dick smells
I'd
like a
scream
candy
for my
cane?
mother, dude. I'd be like, help. I'd grab
Help, Mom, with
I'd
my
grab a
erect
spoon.
peppermint penis.
Grab a spoon, trying to dig it out. You know.
So you'd say peppermint oil dick?
I guess so. I mean,
Man, that's
that's
fucked up.
pretty terrible. I don't
Dick
know.
would smell great all the time. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
This is from our good buddy Cody Best.
Okay.
Would you rather have to film mom porn with your actual mom every time you had sex, or have to change a random person's colonoscopy bag every hour forever without gloves?
Holy shit.
So, would you rather film mom porn with your actual mom every time you had sex,
Every time I had sex,
or have to change a random person's colonoscopy bag every hour forever without gloves?
holy shit, without gloves.
The clock's ticking, Jake.
I guess.
You have to think about this one. Holy shit,
I
man!
guess the
Definitely the colostomy.
Yeah, I was
bag.
about to say the colostomy
I hate
bag.
to
You'd have sex with your mom.
back
I
or
guess
into
something?
so.
it.
Oh, I
But
didn't
I'm
know
touching shit
she's-
over my
she's
mom's
not
pussy
filming
any
it?
day of the week.
Okay, I'm filming it.
And then
like,
put it on the goddamn.
It's probably
internet.
like you're hiding the camera and you're like, "Hey, mom, come in here," and it's like that son and mom porn you were
Oh,
talking
God.
about
Oh,
earlier
God,
because you
no.
watched that.
No,
You got to do a whole setup, Patrick.
I'm just kidding.
No,
dude.
yeah, no, it's hilarious.
But I'm glad that
Jesus.
came full circle.
That's funny. Yeah.
This is what the
Colostomy
show's
bag.
about. Lots
Colostomy
of
bag. Hands
incest
down.
porn.
I got a good one.
Hands down.
What's
Would
up?
you rather have to peel skin off of your teeth that regrew every 24 hours?
like carve it out with your teeth?
Does it hurt? Does it have
Yes,
nerve
it's
endings?
like skin covering it like lip skin, and you have to peel it off.
What happens if you bite down on your teeth skin
Ow.
onto something? Does
Do you
it
feel
hurt
Then
a lot?
it breaks, but it's really weird.
Does
yeah,
it bleed?
that feels. That's giving me like a weird.
So you
taste
just
in
have
my
like
mouth.
gums over your teeth, like extra gums.
Yeah, but you can peel it all away
Does it
to
hurt?
get to the teeth underneath. No.
Stop, guys! You're making my teeth
Okay.
skin hurt.
Okay.
Or what?
Or else?
Or what?
Or whenever you grab something, your hand is stuck to it like super glue, but you have to pry it off. Sometimes you might lose skin, sometimes you might not.
It's your own dick. Like,
Holy shit.
Holy shit!
just going in for the ball scratch. No,
Yeah.
my thumb and
So everything you touch, you get. Oh man.
Well, everything you firmly grasp.
I guess
Firmly
the
grasp
skin
it.
with teeth, because I don't know how that would be. I would have to go with the teeth
is that
skin.
a fucking SpongeBob joke, Patrick?
Yeah,
You couldn't wait, could you? You son
I
of a
had
bitch.
to.
Yeah.
It definitely flew into my mind when I said it.
Yeah. So what would you pick?
the skin teeth, or teeth skin, or whatever.
Strange, dude.
Let's try it.
Okay, we're learning a lot about you. This is from
That's what this is all about, right? Yeah.
yeah. So this is from Ursusatern. I think that's how you say it.
Ursus Saturn.
Is that it? Ursus Saturn.
It's our friend Caitlin.
Okay. Sorry
Okay.
for fucking that up.
What's up?
Sursaturn. A Sursaturn.
Well, from a Sursatur says.
A Sursaturn says, would you rather your only group of friends be a flock of squawking geese that only you can understand, or a group of African poachers you can't understand at all? So would you only have a group of friends that is a
Wow.
flock of squawking geese that only you can understand, or a group of murderous African poachers you can't understand at all? I assume they're not going to kill you,
Yeah, right.
but
Yeah,
they're your
not gonna
buddies.
kill
But
you, yeah.
just so you know, when you hang out with them,
You
they're
can't talk to
murdering
them.
endangered animals.
Are they
can't
just
talk to
shooting
them,
bald
though.
eagles while you're
I would
chilling?
Yeah.
I'd go with the geese.
You probably like drive.
You can talk to geese. I mean, you know, I can't talk to African
your
poachers
Geese
right
are
now.
assholes.
You imagine going to
My aunt got her nose broke by geese, or broken. You know,
What happened?
What?
It bit her nose.
Why didn't we start the podcast off with this story?
Yeah, what the fuck?
So
Come on,
what's the
bro.
worst experience you've had with a goose?
It's all mythology. My mom told me.
Watching his
I don't know. Much
Do you know the
more than
story?
that, but I don't.
fuck.
She got attacked by a flock of them, though.
Someone told you the
She got
story and you
jumped.
didn't ask for any more details?
I think she owed him some money.
the fucking goose.
It's just some mafia shit, dude.
Bro,
That's
can you
so
imagine going to 7-Eleven though with your geese homies and you're just in there and they're like, rock, rock, And then he's like, he wants a pack of marbles. Smooths, marble smooths. Sorry, bud.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm picturing him walking down the street and like he's got the geese behind him, and everybody's like making a path for you because they're like, oh fuck, watch out for these fuckers.
Is the Aflac? Is that a duck or is that a
That's
goose?
a duck.
Oh, it's a duck. Damn it.
It'd be funnier if it was a
Close.
goose though.
Yeah,
It occurred to me.
Honk flag.
Exactly. Yeah.
Something.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so this is from DCTSO. Would you rather listen to 24 hours of Yanni, who's a singer, blaring in your headphones, or listening to Trump ramble and babbling masses?
Get it out, Pat.
I can't say. Can't. Would you rather listen to Yanni, or would you rather listen to Trump for 24 hours?
I don't know who Yanni is, but
It's a
I know who
singer.
Trump is.
Can we cue up some
Yeah,
Yanni?
Would you rather listen to someone?
Can we get some Yanni in the headphones?
This
I'm
motherfucker
kidding,
went
we
for
don't
the.
have to, we don't
I'm
have time,
sorry,
do we?
DC, whatever the fuck your name
We
is
don't
on
have to.
Instagram. Thanks for hitting us up with the would you rather's, but nobody knows who fucking Yanni is that was
Sorry.
born in our generation. You fuck. Can
I
you
feel
pick,
bad. I feel like I'm gonna get
pick
shredded
something
for not knowing
from
that.
the last 10
I'm gonna
years?
say Yanni though, because Yanni can't be too bad.
Play.
Yeah.
Can we for real get some Yanni?
I don't know if we.
We can do it. Fuck him. Yeah, I don't care.
All right, hold on. I'll pull it up.
What is Yanni listening to himself right now?
You never
Alright,
know.
alright,
Watch
God
out.
forbid Yanni's listening.
He's coming.
Sues the shit out of us for.
All right.
Hey, but Yanni, if you are listening, come on, like, email us at the
Hey, bro, we'll have you as a guest anytime.
We'll have you on for sure.
We're
I
not
don't know dick
slandering.
about you,
We're
but
not
we
slandering
Skype you
stuff.
in. Fuck.
All
it.
Same, let's
Here's
learn.
Yanni. Southern Exposure.
Can we get it on the headphones?
Actually, why is every song 6+ minutes long?
Because Yanni does nothing but record power.
This dude's got the powerfulest
Oh,
mustache ever, and a white ass suit, some blue lights. I wish y'all could see this. This mustache is pure power. The rarity is extreme right now.
I would for sure listen to this over Trump ramble 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I
isn't
mean, just
bad.
listening to him go on about his
can do
tiny
that.
hands.
He's got, okay, so
If
let
I'm
me give
being
you a
honest,
picture.
though, a week deep, I'd probably commit suicide.
It's a guy with long hair wearing all white, and he's got 3 big-ass pianos around him, and he's, like, swinging his hair back and forth. He's a diva. Okay, I'd choose Yanni, too.
Yeah,
For about a
Alright.
week.
that was not
For
bad.
about a
Yeah,
week.
so I'd fucking off
Switch to
myself.
Yeah.
Shoot myself through the ears.
And
Hope
this
I miss
is,
my brain somehow.
this is from Nina Griffin, 19. Would you rather have dinner with Hitler for all eternity while he chews with his mouth open, or be besties with Kim Jong-un and your best pastime is knitting baby booties at your book club? So you either eat dinner with
What?
Hitler forever meal, and or whatever, just on
Listen
dinner.
to
He's
his
sitting there
loud-ass
chewing,
speed.
smacking his just. Es ist Reich für Reich.
I would
Der
knit
muss
some,
in die Juden.
I'd knit some damn booties with Kim Jong Un. I mean, right?
Yeah, that would work. That works.
Isn't that what? Yeah.
Very cool.
I'd knit the booties. I mean,
All right, let me see.
I'd go with dinner with Hitler.
That's really,
I mean,
really in depth there.
dinner with Hitler.
What was her name? Kim? I'm going to call you Kim,
That was
whatever
crazy.
your name is.
Nina Griffin, 19.
Yeah, Kim. So it was real in depth there. Kimberly.
Kim Possible.
So here's another one I just got today from our pal Steve Worth. Man to man, just you and me. Would you rather every time you look at your screen of any kind, like a phone, TV, ATM, etc., you see the Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, or anytime you heard a broadcast, radio, TV, audio, elevator music, etc., you heard The Heat Is On?
Can we go back and say that one
Wow.
more time?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Fuck.
So anytime you look
Shorten
at a
these
screen,
up, fellas.
So anytime you look at a screen, like a phone, TV, for example, ATM, the Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, is playing. That a Whoopi Goldberg starred movie where she's part of it. She's trying to be a nun.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, now I do.
And
Now I
then,
do.
or anytime you heard a broadcast, like anything that's like radio, TV, any music, anything at all, you heard the song "The Heat Is On."
Can we cue both these fuckers up?
What's this heat is on?
I don't know.
song?
Yeah,
What's-
can we
Where's
cue the heat is on?
The cord is gone.
Can we find the cord? It
Oh,
was
I got
plugged
it. My
into
bad,
that,
my
I
bad.
think.
My bad.
Thank you,
Here,
sir.
I'll plug
Thank
that
you.
in right now.
And I'll babble while you pull up YouTube.
The heat is on.
The heat is on. Let's all take our shot at what we think the heat is on sounds like.
I think it might be just some sort of.
Heat is on. That's how I
I'm
think it
pulling up
sounds.
right
Yeah.
now.
I always imagined it in my head as
Here
like
it is. I got it.
Some vibe
It's from
video.
Beverly Hills Cop.
All right.
It's like a
How
lot.
bad could it be? Glenn Fry. Oh, this is the dude from the Eagles, right?
I don't know.
Don't fucking keep picking songs that are 100 years old. Damn.
It's not bad.
This song's lit. Yeah, fam.
Some singing.
I wasn't far off.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just picturing someone sitting in a studio for hours on end working on this song, thinking, "This is the shit,
Doing
man.
hella
This is
coke.
amazing.
Piles of
People are gonna
cocaine,
love this."
snorting the fuck, just ruining their nostrils, deviated septums all night, bleeding all over the fucking soundboard. Song is fucking amazing. This is gonna be the voice of the generation. They're never gonna stop playing it on the radio. Oh, I'm the Incredible Hulk and Superman and God all in one. Oh shit! Can we get that 384 more times just to make sure that?
that's how I feel when I listen to that song. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say the heat is on. You know.
That's a good one.
That's yeah. I'd rather not see that
That
over
is
my
funny.
ATM screens and my.
Do you guys have any other fun would you rathers at all, or man to mans?
Cody, you got one?
I got nothing, boys. I could go with the one that we did from Tim's, or should we not repeat them?
Well, we just
Hit me
repeated
with
some
it.
already.
Hit me with it.
Well, that was from the unreleasable episode.
Oh, that's a fact.
Bum bum bum.
I thought that was fucking hilarious. So let's hear it.
Okay. Would you rather, every time that you're silent, at all times of the day, anytime that you're doing anything, sleeping, you're in line at the bank, anytime you're not talking, you have to pant like a dog. Just full on, like, middle of the night. Or you're, like, waiting in line at the bank to cash your check. You're in a movie theater, everyone's sitting down, they play the loud ass advertisement about not playing your phone and not being like, don't talk during the thing. The whole time you're just through the dramatic scenes and everything. That's just your whole fucking life. Like everything that you're doing, just
Yes.
you're on the phone, your girlfriend's crying about trying to kill herself last night. She just popped like 9 Xanax, like she's Lil Peeping herself, and then yeah, next thing you know,
My
in the middle of
God.
this, you're just I'm sorry, keep going. I'm paying attention. Baby, I'm so sorry. We really need to look into getting you some help. I mean, this is a serious issue. Yeah, so what were you saying? Just the whole fucking, that's your whole life, man.
my
And you're not a dog, so this isn't cooling you off. It's just making you lightheaded as fuck. You're about to like pass out. You're getting winded and shit
Every
because you're
second.
just, fuck, you're never getting
It
enough.
gets worse when it's hot,
I would be
Yeah, when
talking
it's
to
really
myself.
hot.
or you have
Yeah.
peanut fingers.
No, fuck that. No.
I'm just kidding. Go on.
Okay,
Cody.
or you have giant deformed fucking horse teeth. Like they're the size of actual horse teeth in your mouth, but your gums don't adjust, so they're like splitting and bleeding.
Ugh.
And you've like you could wear a mask though, but the shit hurts to eat or to talk or anything. Like just extreme fucking pain. But you're
At
not
all
annoying
times.
anybody at the movie theater or anything.
Does it ever like grow in fully? Like, do these horse teeth ever actually work for my body, or is it just always?
You can use them, but like your jaw only stretches to the normal amount, but you have all this extra teeth room in your fucking head. So now you gotta like just barely open your mouth, and they're always grinding together because your jaw just wants to be more shut than it can be at all times. So it's just like painful, horrible horse teeth grinding in your mouth at all times.
God
You
damn.
just hear it crunching in your fucking mouth, and you develop a Percocet addiction, which eventually turns into heroin because black tar is cheaper than Percocet. Everyone knows that.
Your life spirals out of control.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, you're stealing $7,000 worth of your friend's band
Exactly,
equipment,
yeah.
and like you're writing the Black Veil Brad's album to support your habit or whatever
That's
the fuck.
another full circle.
Damn.
What would you rather do? Do you need a whole breakdown of all that again? I'd be
Um,
happy to.
I'd probably have to do the panting because I would just talk to myself when I'm alone. I would just constantly be talking. I would just never stop talking. Maybe that would be more, maybe that would be worse.
You'd have no friends though.
Exactly.
Fucking no one wants to hang out with
Yeah.
you. Can you imagine if
Yeah.
you were on this
Can you
podcast?
pant?
Like, can you pant away from the microphone while we're trying to talk? Yeah.
I couldn't, yeah.
No,
Yeah, I couldn't
further.
have a
Can you
band,
just leave
yeah.
the house? Yeah, leave the house with that panting.
I couldn't do much. I'd be ridiculed, definitely. Destroyed my whole life, everything. It's gone. It's gone.
Can you imagine trying to fucking snowboard and like you're out of breath and lightheaded as fuck because the whole time you're just and you
Harder
can't
than
ever
normal.
fucking catch your breath. You can't ever get one of those good deep breaths like the like none of those. Just
Damn, that would be terrible.
or you try to dive underwater and you realize you still have to do it while you're underwater and you breathe.
Oh my god. No, I don't know. That's.
Did you think any of that?
Wait,
through
how do you
before
take
made your
drinks out of
selection?
straws?
The horse teeth. I mean,
Yeah, how do you drink
Damn.
out of the straw?
Everything in your
Every
lungs.
fucking time.
Oh my god. I would,
Oh Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're both terrible, though. I love chips, though. You know, you can't eat chips. You gotta horse teeth.
Sucking them into the back of your throat. Whole time you're eating popcorn, just inhaling them whole.
Either way, you're pretty
Damn,
much.
your life is fucked.
I'm seriously lightheaded from doing the impersonation of that character. Right now. Like,
It stresses my neck out whenever you do it. It's hilarious.
You need to make an animation.
we're just
of that
doing it
right
for like
there.
3 seconds, and like, can you imagine that for the rest of your life? So you'd go with that over horse teeth, though?
I mean, what would you choose, man? I mean,
It's a good question, but the question's on you.
I think I choose the panting too.
I would probably right. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
panting.
The horse teeth
the
sounds
horse
fucking
teeth sounds
traumatizing.
gnarly, dude.
Horse teeth sounds so bad.
It sounds like you
does.
can't even open
Can you
your
imagine
mouth.
accidentally biting your tongue with your big giant horse chompers
But what are the pros?
right through it?
The pros is that you could probably open a tin can with your mouth.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right.
Really
Just
take a
rip
punch
it
to the
off.
face.
Eat
Yeah.
anything.
You probably have the bite of a hyena.
Yeah.
But you can't open your jaw any
Or the
wider
bite
than,
of
like,
a horse.
You got like a centimeter, and you got to cram leaves in there, and like
You have to use a crank to get your mouth open to eat anything.
you got to use a car jack. Just
think your
jack
body would
fucking
evolve,
giant
though?
teeth up.
You think your
Well,
body
people would
evolve?
improvise. They'd probably use you as the family nutcracker.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
Okay.
So man to man.
Okay.
If you had to choose between, like, let's say you had to take a shit. It's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
It's diarrhea.
All
it's
right, all right.
it's gonna fucking rupture some veins. Hemorrhoids will be caused. It's
Oh my
spicy.
God.
You had the Skyline hot cheese. You know.
Basically, you're Cody Hucker for a day.
It's just horrible liquid hot magma.
You're
Yeah.
just talking
Coming out
about
the
my
asshole.
life. It's not that.
So
would you rather?
if you had to choose between shitting your pants in the middle of a public place where there's thousands of people, or like
Public
shitting,
pool.
you're on
Wow.
stage. You had to choose between shitting your pants on stage.
You're wearing white
and it's
pants.
coming out of your everything. Your Hawaiian shirt is covered in shit, and then it's fucking disgusting. Or
your camo Vans, it's dripping all over them.
while you're playing as well, you just take your pants off and shit right in the middle of the stage. Would you rather shit yourself and go with that embarrassment, or would you just rather shit and just own it?
Full GG Allen,
Oh.
bro, and you got to roll in it.
I would
Either
yeah,
way-
I'd have to.
Your parents are there. The girl you like is there.
Oh shit.
Everyone, record labels are there.
I would probably shit in my hand.
Shit in your hand?
Yeah.
That wasn't even an
No, no,
option,
no,
but
you
I
just
like
shit
your
on the ground or
creativity,
shit in your
sir.
pants?
No,
That's not an
Pat. If
option.
he wants to shit in his hand,
Thank you. Thank you. I'm
he's a
kidding.
free
No, I'm
American.
kidding. No, I'll-
I thought this was America.
Can't shit my hand on this fucking stage,
Well,
man.
It's like liquid hot magma, so if he holds it with his hand, it's gonna pour out. Like
yeah,
this
you're
is-
right. I
this is
forgot
like
what you said. It was just like, it was just flowing. I would probably, I would just own it, you know, like at a breakdown or something. You know, make it work. Make it work for the show.
Are you ready?
Right.
And fucking breakdown
Yeah.
hits, and you just like.
They'll be like, oh, that's CGI. Like that wasn't real, you know, like, you know.
Have you ever puked on stage?
No, I've had nosebleeds. I have almost shit myself on stage. I mean, you know.
What happened?
Yeah, I mean,
We were asking
I
about
mean, you're
crazy
pushing-
stories earlier, and
you're
you're like, I
pushing-
don't know, the pants shitting story, not that extreme.
You're pushing out a lot. You know, you're pushing out a lot of air, and you're straining hard, brother. So, if you got to shit before you go on or something, you got to hold it back at the same time, and it's when you're jumping up and down, and
Get
you
one of
never know
them
what's gonna
high
happen.
screams, one of those high gutturals in there.
Exactly.
Has a show ever been delayed because you had to take a shit? Like, oh shit, we're setting up, but I gotta take a shit. But the show gets delayed because
not delayed. I'm pretty good with my timing, but yeah, that would be insane. I mean, even at the last Summer Slaughter, I think it was like, you know, we were setting up, and I was like, yeah, I gotta go. Take care of business.
take care of business. Were you at the Allies Decide CD release show?
I believe so.
I don't know if you remember, but I jumped off stage and no one caught me, and I fell about 8 feet onto the concrete ground.
No.
So there was some kid. It was during our interlude, and there was some big kid in front of me, and I'm pointing to him, and I'm like, "You gonna catch me? You gonna catch me?" And he's giving me a thumbs up, like, "All right, he's gonna catch me," because there's a bunch of people around him, and I jump, and he just backs out, and my dad's
What?
there, and my mom's there, and my aunt and uncle are there.
Holy
It's
shit.
a huge
Oh
show,
my
big
gosh.
turnout. Denialist is playing all them.
Oh man.
Big show, and I hit the ground, and it blacked out for a second.
No way.
I'm like, oh my god. So I get back up on stage, and I finish the set. But right as like our third song, the last song, "Soulless," came on, I'm like screaming it real fast, and then I turn around, puke on the stage onto Keith's drum set, and I turn back around and just keep going. That was horrible.
Didn't you say that you started singing in the middle of the wrong song? Like you thought you
No,
were...
I got a concussion one time in the middle of a set. We were playing at backstage.
Is this why you have so much trouble reading Instagram comments out loud, Pat?
Possibly.
I'm sorry, I love you, dude. I'm just breaking
So I was playing it when I got knocked out.
God.
Brad knocked me out once. Yeah. So Brad knocked me out once at the backstage cafe.
Did you eat a bass?
How?
So
On purpose? What? Accident?
no, it was a total accident.
Beat his ass.
But we were playing. I don't know who was playing with us, but it was a pretty big turnout, and we were on the floor because it's such a small stage there. Yeah. And rest in peace, backstage.
For real.
So Brad was doing a bass flip, and he does them so crazy. Like it's like it's professional as shit looking at sometimes. And I did a flip. Yeah, and I did another flip going the other way, like turning around, and the bass neck cracked me right on the temple on my forehead, and I fell down instantly.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I wish the listeners could see fucking Luke losing his mind like he's watching a Jackass movie of like Pat's actual life getting domed and losing brain cells.
It was horrifying.
Yeah, it sounds.
I could have died.
Sounds like we could have lost our friend to a concrete floor. And
Yeah,
you're over
we
here.
never met.
Luke is rolling around, crying.
He's a sick fuck. You sick fuck.
You fucking
Dude, if
piece
you
of
guys had the
shit.
imagination I had, you would be crying too.
Oh,
I mean, it was probably crazy as shit to watch. So
Yeah,
it was
I'm
like right
sure.
in the beginning of our set. So it hit me, and all of a sudden, like I get up and I think it's like 3 songs later, and there's a part where we all like do the synchronized thing where we dance, like jump to the side,
Yeah.
like all of us together. And I said, "All right, let's go." And it's like in the middle of another song, and I'm jumping, and then I fall down, and then I'm like, "Oh shit!" Then I finished it, and then after the show. Like, I just walked outside, and I just sat out on the curb for the rest of the night. I don't remember the rest of the night.
Yeah.
But I had a concussion for sure. I should have gone to the hospital, but I didn't. But I remember I didn't have a
Holy
bruise.
shit.
Good
I didn't have a
call.
bruise or anything, but I had a big star-shaped red mark right on my temple. It looked kind of cool.
Damn.
But, yeah, that was fucked.
It's a cool
Oh
tattoo
my
idea.
God.
That would be. Probably wouldn't do that.
That sounds scary as fuck, my dude.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah,
getting
that does.
That was some
knocked
fucked up
out, falling on your fucking head when you think somebody's gonna catch you.
But, yeah, what's the time you got hurt?
I've fallen a few times on stage. I'm pretty clumsy, but I've never actually gotten hurt, thank God. I've gotten pretty messed up in some mosh pits though. Like Vela Maya at the Attic, that was insane. Mike Bishop had like the nosebleed that just lasted for like 2 hours, dude. It was just nonstop. I think Myers also had some other things wrong with him. I haven't really, never on stage though, thank God.
Yeah.
But actually, this last show we played, our buddy Gabe McQueen, he got on stage with us and did a part. And
He was in a local band recently.
yeah, he was in Underestimate.
They were doing pretty good.
They were, dude. They're rad. His vocals are sweet. I think they were both doing vocals and with his buddy Jake, and he's in Mortuary now. They're playing, so those are good guys. But it was at their CD release show, basically. There's a video of Gabe just like throwing his leg up like above his head at the breakdown and coming down his ankle just like, you don't hear anything, but it just looks like it snaps and he falls to the ground. And it's just insane.
Damn, dude.
We're at about an hour for the second half, so do you guys want to start wrapping this up, or do you think we should keep going?
Well, I mean, that seems pretty good for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great talking to you,
last,
dude.
One last story about
yeah.
getting hurt on stage, and then
Anything.
we'll be good. I remember the Mad Hatter one time, and it was I don't remember what show it was, but I remember Evade the Adversaries was playing.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think. I might be on I think it's that Live Loud poster right over there.
Okay.
There's like 10 bands or some shit on it.
Dead Society.
And there was a huge turnout, and there was people going on the stage just like flipping off their ex-girlfriends and jumping on the crowd, and
Whoa.
people were going nuts. And Steve Peel was playing for us, and he had my ESP LTD, which has a very pointy neck.
Wow.
And I brought the mosh pit up on stage for the last song.
Wow.
So I'm Matt Hatter. Everyone was up on the stage and just swinging fists, and I've never been in a mosh pit, so I'm getting my fucking ass handed to me. And Steve fucking nails me right in the head with the pointed end of the guitar, and I'm bleeding down my face. That was fucking wild.
How many times?
I've been hit in the head a couple times, I guess.
God damn, Pat.
I'm lucky. I usually
Metal.
dodge it. I
Pat
usually
eats
dodge it.
fucking punches like their breakfast.
Apparently.
Breakfast, dude, without any milk.
Then he spits his teeth out at him.
Yeah, and then I spit my teeth
Is
out.
that all you got?
One last thing. Have you
Yeah,
ever
dude.
seen the movie Bright?
No.
No, that movie
It's
sucks.
a great
You
movie that
shouldn't see it.
Pat, all of Pat's opinions about everything are wrong. All right, well,
Okay.
this was a great episode. I'll see you guys. Just turned it off on him.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I really appreciate though.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Pat,
You're fucking good
Cody,
to talk to.
Luke,
It's good having you on.
always. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Really
So,
good fucking hanging out.
yeah,
and talking
Plug
to
your
you.
shit real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, just my band is the Earth Laid Bear. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram. It's all just the Earth Laid Bear.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's not like bear. It's BARE. It's not like the animal. But yeah, besides that, we got a bunch of new shit coming. So just check us out and look for our shows online.
You want to close with one of their songs? What song should we play?
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have our Twitter in working order. That'll be connected to all our Facebook and Instagram posts. To be sure to follow us at Bastard Sermon.
We ain't got shit on it right now, but by the time you probably hear this, we should. So
Yeah,
at
please leave us a
Bastard Sermon.
review. Please leave us a review. We need some reviews. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Cool.
And thanks for all the feedback, fuckers. We
Right.
appreciate it.
And then we're going to go out with their Stranger Things cover. Check them out on YouTube. Thanks, guys.
You guys are kind of
Peace.